We're going to hit the twos today? We're going to hit the 10-20, or you think she makes it in beforehand?
Okay, so let me tell you, if she comes from the back there's some traffic in the back there, which could lead to a 20.
Plus, you know, JFig, she could very easily just get caught up downstairs and go, ooh,
yeah, maybe.
Right? She come up with coffee.
I think I'm going to go
stuff.
17 today.
17.
I'm going 17.
That's good.
What do you got for fig time?
It's already, you know what, I'm going to say 10 to 15. She's like
10-15?
She's consistent.
You're going 10-15?
10-15.
Frogboiii, what do you got?
I'm going to price this right you. I'm going 16.
Wow.
16 right now.
Okay.
You know, yesterday I was in the elevator, and I believe it was Tamara saw me, and she's like, "Oh, hey, are you filling in for JFig today?" And I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Let's get to
I thought the Eagles won.
What? Oh, are you serious? You don't know what happened last night?
I fell asleep.
Oh, dude, let's get to it. Oh, wow. She made it before
you know
we got
why
to the
I should've
10s.
changed? Because the fact that she didn't text us when we were talking about
Yeah,
it
we should have known she was in the building already.
She was already
Still late,
here.
though. Still late.
Really? Come on, you know we had to put our weight.
We got to put our action in there. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Teos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. I always love when you go to bed, you don't know result. Like, so you went, look at this straight.
I fell asleep.
You haven't heard radio that didn't even peruse on your phone. You didn't find out that the Eagles blew it last night.
I thought they won.
Oh,
So,
dude.
but wait,
It was epic.
Wait, so can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Because this is the question that's going to be asked. And I just saw a thing that said, did the Falcons win or did the Eagles lose it? Let me say this.
Oh, I can answer that question.
Does that mean that Kirk Cousins got over the hump?
Oh, he did.
Okay.
But he did it incredibly.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
the only reason
if the Eagles blew it.
Yeah, but the only reason he got over the hump is because the Eagles blew it.
But
They blew it.
No,
Oh.
it still counts. Does it count?
Yeah, it counts.
Okay.
But
So he won a primetime game at night, Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all. Because we got to make up our mind how we go about this.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Okay. So what happened?
So it was third down. They just see, what was it? It was a 3rd and 1, Marcos. That they
need 3rd and 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they tried trickeration.
No, well, everybody would have thought in that situation, hey, run the ball, maybe go
Saquon
tush
Barkley,
push, Saquon Barkley.
You got 2 stabs at it, do the tush push with Jalen Hurts.
Just end that puppy. You're up 3, no bigs. Let's kill this clock. You know,
they were up 3.
They were up 3.
So how?
So
okay, that's what I saw.
So they throw it out to Saquon Barkley in the flat, wide open, right in his hands. Boom. Drops the easiest pass you've ever seen in your life. 4th down. Clock stops.
They go for it.
No. They kick the field goal. Clock stops though.
So now
the Falcons were out of timeouts.
They're up by 6.
They're up by 6 now.
Oh,
so
okay,
so the Falcons, minute left. They got to go the distance of the field.
Right.
But yeah, Saquon Barkley, if he would have caught it, would have been over. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna. Well, this is the Kirk Cousins, but you'll see. He gets
Christmas.
Yep.
Why are they so wide open?
Because Fangs. Fangs.
Prevent defense.
A classic Fangs prevent defense, and Kirk Cousins just starts zinging BBs. They get out of bounds, and he'll find Drake London right here in the corner for the touchdown for the win, and then. That wasn't even
how wide open he is.
Oh, I know. He killed it. It wasn't even close. And then Drake London, this was the best part. They don't even show this. Drake London then goes gun celebration in the air. Bang, 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 bang.
Flag.
They throw the flag on him.
And now he's got a 50-yard extra point.
50-yard extra point for the win. He nailed it. Young Wei Koo killed it, though. Drilled it.
So wait, it almost was it Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh,
they almost landed it.
That had to happen right after I went to sleep.
Dude, it was yeah. The game was like it really. Once the 4th quarter hit, business picked up.
Okay, because
it was not a good game,
right?
And I just
you know what? And I'm gonna say this again. What did I tell you yesterday about teams that run the football? It's amazing how we're going back to this. It really is that quarterbacks throw. How many yards did the quarterbacks throw for? Because it looked like they were gashing them. Oh, this right here? on
Yeah.
the 10.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 3.
Ah!
Yeah, it's killing you.
Oh,
Oof, right in his hands.
right
In the old
now
old
you
miss.
clap your hands
Yep.
because look, they're already saying run the ball. Here's the problem. Let me just play devil's advocate here. We're not having this conversation if he does something he's done 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of not throwing the ball in that situation. But
It was right in his hands.
if you have the perfect play, kudos to the coaching staff for coming up with the play.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the perfect play, then
I got to go more on Saquon Barkley.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, I know people hate Sirianni's guts, so he's getting, because I did a little grief listening. I listened to Philadelphia Sports Radio on the way in today on the Odyssey app.
Oh my goodness.
And because they're maniacs. And really, I just wanted to say, let's get Saquon Barkley's official welcome to Philadelphia, because he was one play away from being yet again another great game, 100+ yards, doing his Saquon thing. Let's laugh at the Giants, and now welcome to Philadelphia. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. But yeah, Kirk Cousins, dude, he drove him down the field, 1 minute left, all the way down, and then and the other thing was, Philadelphia still had a chance. Philadelphia had a chance to, because they only needed a field goal, and
they had all their timeouts
and Jalen Hurts picked off right at the end
in the end zone.
No, it wasn't in the end zone. It was like midfield, because they were going for a field goal.
Oh, okay.
But it was oh man, it was good. I need somebody else to have some pain this week.
Yeah.
Too much pain for us.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
I need to hear somebody. I need to feel somebody else's suffering. But your final statistics: Kirk Cousins, 20 of 29, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bijan Robinson, he had 14 carries for 97 yards, 4 catches for 25. And on the Eagles side of things, they did not have A.J. Brown. He's going to miss the next couple of weeks. Hurts, he was 23 of 30 for 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick to end the game. He did rush for 85 yards.
Isn't that? But just look
touchdown.
at that's the stats in the NFL right now.
Yeah, but he is
25 for 39 for 220.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's where we are. The guy behind you, if he gets off, that's because you had 2 running backs. Like, I thought that's all they were going to do is run the
football.
football.
Probably should have had 190 yards if Saquon catches that ball.
Huh?
He probably should have had 190 yards if Saquon catches that ball, though.
I can't. Dude, you know what? I can't think of a time in that situation where I've dropped a pass. You know,
I didn't know this either, because apparently Saquon leads the league in drops from running back over the last 4 years. Had no idea.
Listen,
because
we make assumptions.
He had some sick ass catches last week.
Can I just tell you? Can I just tell you?
Yeah,
my boy wasn't that good of a catcher. Robert Smith.
Oh, stone hands. You got those lobster claws.
Hey.
Yeah, but the answer is obviously the Eagles lost that game.
Yeah,
they obviously lost that game.
And you can say the Eagles, but more importantly, the Eagle.
Oh yeah,
the Eagle.
Mm-hmm. If you want to add Fangs to that,
you might not want to isolate yourself, Eagle, around JFig.
It was good to laugh at. It was good to laugh at Fangs though.
But dude,
nobody was close to any Falcons.
He does not blitz.
I know.
And if there's anybody that I would put pressure on or speed up their clock, it would be a guy who just came off Achilles.
One would think. Had all the time in the world.
Look at that.
Zinging BBs.
Because you can't, listen, this is the honest truth. In 4 or 5 seconds, I don't care how many people you drop deep, right? If they just send a receiver out there and say, find an open area, you can't cover him. And that's what they do.
I really want him to show the Drake and Lynn celebration. This ref and it was so great because it was right in front of the official. And it was one of those where the ref thought about it for a second. He goes, too much.
Too much.
Oh man. So yeah, that was your game last night, Monday Night Football. Marlins They welcome in the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight, 6:40
Ooh.
p.m. Shohei
Shohei.
Ohtani.
So there's gonna be a sellout.
I would think they're gonna get a good crowd for him. Yeah.
Yes.
He is
amazing.
He is on the verge of 50-50. He is
50 stolen bases,
he's got
50.
47 home runs and 48 stolen bases.
So wait, he could be the first person to go 50-50-50. Stolen bases, home runs, strikeouts.
We didn't pitch this year.
I know he didn't, but I'm just
but
saying.
maybe next year.
Yeah.
I like that Shohei Ohtani, though, did beef up his stolen bases because he was so bored not pitching. That's a player right there.
Damn, he's good.
He is good.
He really is like a creative player. Like what quality am I gonna work on now?
There's somebody online who wants to talk about last night's game.
Yes,
Put him on. Let's see what he's got to say.
Sure. This is Odell. He thinks he knows why Kirk Cousins looked like Tom Brady yesterday, according to him.
What's going on, Odell?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, I agree with Saquon dropping the pass, but Dolphin fans like Vic. Nobody's gonna blame that zone defense that made Kirk Cousins look like Brady in that last something drive. Like, come on, man! Like that's the same thing we faced last year against Tennessee, looking dumb. And there go Vic again. But everybody's talking about he's old school. That's what we need to be talking about instead of jumping on the head coach. They should be jumping on him.
They should. But ultimately, like Saquon Barkley's got to catch that football.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
Yeah, no, he do.
Yeah.
He do. I agree. He got to catch it.
Players make coaches look good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I agree. But it just was amazing how it looked like it was deja vu. That's what happened to the Dolphins. They just drove down the field.
Yeah.
Like, so that's all I had to say. I mean, it's not no knock on Kirk Cousins, but come on, man.
Yeah.
The only thing that gets Kirk Cousins in prime time is a soft Vic Fangio.
But here's the deal. And here's the only problem I have with Vic Fangio. At some point in time, you got to realize that you got to put more pressure on them. Because if they throwing the ball 20 yards down the field, who cares?
Yeah.
If you're sitting back and letting them get open. So change it
up
a little bit.
It's not working anyway.
Right. That's my point. That's my point. It's what I get on Mike McDaniel about that.
Yep.
Hey, when you're facing two quick pass rushers outside, you run a couple of them to keep them honest. Once you go to 2nd and 13 2 or 3 times, let it go. Let it go. And he did. He started running inside.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, like the biggest problem I have with coaches, this is managers, this is anything. They tell you as an employee, as a player, leave your ego at the door. It's about the team. And then we watch all these people whose egos are so big, they can't admit they're wrong and do something else. It's pathetic. It's a shame.
Agreed.
It's a shame that we all talk about players' egos. Look at these arrogant-ass coaches that are so stubborn that they can't change it up. You know what? That's part of good coaching, is being able to adjust on the fly, not keep trying to make your system work. My system. Okay, good job.
The old don't like to change their ways.
It don't matter. Then that's why you know what? That's why he couldn't be a head coach.
That's true.
Because a head coach's job is fluid. It's constantly moving, evolving.
He'll tell you it was the pandemic, though.
Huh?
He'll tell you it was the pandemic.
It was the pandemic. Old ass football.
Take a break. Back after this. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Got a great event coming up next week. Join WQAM's on-air staff at Smoke on the Water in Weston for Whiskey Stars and Cigars. Wednesday, September 25th. It's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. Enjoy fine whiskey, a good cigar, and sports talk with the WQM on-air staff and Duncan Robinson, the Dunkyard Dog, number 55. He is also going to be there. It's free to attend, but you guys have to RSVP at WQAM.com. They get you an invite and a complimentary cigar. Must be over 21. Ooh.
That's all right.
Transition.
I almost did something worse. My ass almost missed the chair.
Must be over 21. Drink responsibly. Come hang out with the WQM on-air staff at Whiskey Stars and Cigars Wednesday, September 25th at Smoke on the Water in Weston, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, official partner, the Main Man. There's nobody to help you flip your biz and cash out big than the Main Man. Go online to themainman.com and sponsored by the injury law firm of Cohen and Judah, where a partner handles every single case. Visit cohenandjudah.com to see partner reviews. Miami Dolphins, of course, starting to turn their attention to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. I was talking to Doug. That's why I was out there.
You were talking.
Plagans.
Yeah, he's going to come on with us.
Looking kind of swole that offseason.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
wow.
So you give him
He
credit,
looks
but I
swole,
just
too.
Oh,
Actually.
everyone's looking swole.
I don't look swole.
Yeah,
It's this
everyone's
little bitty ass French shirt.
I think you'd look more swole if your shirt didn't look so tattered.
Oh, but if Kanye West wears it, then it's fashion.
It doesn't even look like vintage, though. It looks sad.
Ah, come on.
What happened?
Is your computer going to restart?
Just save it in the next 4 hours.
Oh man,
I can't.
Sometimes
delay.
we don't have that
Frozen.
option.
It don't have the option.
He's already frozen.
Happened to
Sucker.
me last week.
Yeah,
Mm,
sucks.
Fire up the laptop.
Where's the IT guy? Right there. Over there.
Okay.
Hey!
Don't even.
Talking and
Okay. Don't even
hobnobbing.
worry.
Hobnobbing, dude.
Hobnobbing.
Hey, can't they do this at night?
Mm,
I mean, they could, but nobody uses that computer.
Yeah,
He's just
literally
going to come in
only
here and say it's not his fault because he
Yeah.
doesn't control that.
Um,
I'm say that
True.
right now.
Anyway, Mike McDaniel, he would not confirm yesterday if Tua is going on IR. They're still waiting on more information. That's as of yesterday. He would also not speak of the national reports about Tua not wanting to retire. He was saying Tua has to speak for Tua.
Wow.
That is correct.
So that's
Everybody giving advice. Okay.
So we're just sitting here, and there's no info,
No timetable.
no
Because
timetable.
guess what?
We have no idea.
First thing you got to do is be healthy.
Right.
Then we'll have this conversation. Until then, it makes no sense to even talk about what Tua should or shouldn't do. First thing he has to do is get healthy. Then we can have the conversation.
Mhm.
Know why people don't just respect that? Because they know so much more. Say, you ever had like how many of us have ever turned down 140 million? Huh? That's what I thought. None of us. So there's a lot going into this.
I turned down 140 million if I had to work in Boston.
No, you
Oh,
wouldn't. No, you
Boston?
wouldn't. No, you
Definitely.
wouldn't. D would kick your ass.
What about Indiana?
You think we'd all get home and be like, we talk like this now?
Oh no.
Would she still use her Latin accent?
No,
No, she
no,
just,
we'd have to talk like O'Keefe's and O'Malley's.
How'd that
no,
work?
you would, because you would not fit in there.
Hmm?
You would piss all of them off.
Yeah, it would.
Oh my goodness. They're like, you piss us off down here. What do you think you
I don't feel like I piss them off, you know.
Oh, you've never made me mad.
You know, it's all in
Okay,
good fun,
wait,
baby.
we might be back.
It's all in good fun, baby. Did you guys see though? Oh, look, it's now telling me to restart. But
Don't.
Oh, no.
postponed.
Hey,
Whoa.
can somebody please? I'm telling you what. If I get food and he comes out of there to get the food
Mhm.
after doing absolutely nothing,
Yeah.
it's go time.
I
You can't come eat my snacks
Probably will.
and like we sitting here fighting for computer work,
It's true.
for the computer to
Support
work.
your decision.
I delayed it, so good luck, Hockman. That's not your problem. 4 hours. This computer needs to be
Yeah.
restarted.
AKA Dan Day this weekend when he's doing
Right.
That's gonna be your problem.
But anyway, Mike McDaniel,
Mm.
they're getting ready. Tyler Huntley,
Oh, Snoop.
Snoop. They haven't officially announced that yet as a team, though, right?
Oh, I guess not. No, I haven't
I
seen it
haven't seen
officially.
anything.
I haven't seen anything official on it, like either. I don't think the team's announced it Because I guess anyway, they probably are waiting to figure out, is Tua going to go on IR or not? Because that's 4 games that he's got to miss.
One has nothing to do with the other.
It doesn't?
No, because I think
They're very stingy with these roster spots.
But they could very easily move somebody. Listen, hold on. There's other guys that are on the verge of not being on the team. So if you have a chance for your starting quarterback to play, Jennifer, thank you.
You didn't finish your thought, though. You just like stopped in the middle of it.
If there's a chance that he can play and you want to keep him on the active roster, there's other guys you can make moves with. It doesn't have to be with Tua.
Did you guys like what Lamar Jackson tweeted out, though, yesterday?
What did he tweet out?
Kind of goosies.
What did he tweet out?
Well, somebody had tweeted that Tyler Huntley in Mike McDaniel's offense and then put a picture
Michael Vick.
of Michael Vick.
Yeah.
And then I believe Lamar Jackson, I don't remember exactly, but I believe the count was 4 fire emojis.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's like 4 booms.
That might just be his boy.
Well, I mean, it's been his backup for the last half decade. I would think they were close.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think Tyler Huntley has to be a real jerk for them not to be some kind of friendly amongst each other.
Yeah, you know what? For the most part, I would say all teammates get along, right? You very rarely hear a teammate go after another teammate. So, like, from that standpoint, and it's an interesting dynamic because if you think in a regular workplace, if somebody was your boss and you didn't like them and you were trying to get their job, right? So if you have a rat in the house, that's what we call them, rats in the house, right?
Rats off a ship.
Yep. Like that dynamic in the regular workplace would be awkward because, they all, usually the rat in the house or a rat on the ship, he's the one going behind trying to talk to the other workers, getting, them to understand his plight. And, oh yeah, I would really like if you were to, and just the whole workplace dynamic. That doesn't really happen in sports. Like, in fact, most cases, the guy playing in front of you is going to help you try to be the best version of yourself, which is weird, right?
Yeah, it is. But, if Lamar Jackson said he's going to be Michael Vick, I mean, I just got to take it for
He didn't say that.
He kind of said that, though.
Oh, my goodness. What are you doing?
What, he kind of said that?
Yeah.
What year is this for Tyler Huntley?
5, I think. 5, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Everybody needs their opportunity.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Have you seen the quarterback play in the NFL as of late?
Hasn't been fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's right there. You're saying
Now,
he has a chance.
No, what I'm saying is this. If there's anybody who even resembles an NFL quarterback, teams are going to get him.
Well, the Dolphins just did.
No.
Like, knock, knock.
This is 5th year.
Wow. You set that up for
Did you even know where he was before this?
I knew that he was.
No. Answer the question because I know what the answer is. You did not. No, you did. Don't lie.
He's always a Raven. He took a little hop, skip, and a jump to Cleveland this summer.
First of all,
and you guys are like cousins anyway.
You're reading up. Wow. You're reading up on him.
No, I'm not reading up on him.
And all this is caught up just when you figured out he was coming here. You did not know where he was.
I did not know they called him Snoop. I didn't know that was.
No, you didn't know where he was.
I knew it was.
No, you wasn't because
he's either in.
Listen,
he was,
I knew he was in Cleveland.
I knew it was.
And I knew you. Okay, and you didn't know he went back to Baltimore. No, you didn't. So just wait. Just to be clear, you see why he wouldn't. This is why you wouldn't be like in Boston because you know damn well. But to not let me make my point, right? You threw a mortar into the house.
Schmieden says, "How are they like cousins? Uncomfortable." I think you misheard me, Schmieden. What I meant was cousins were the Browns and the Ravens.
Oh,
because the Browns went to Baltimore and then the Browns went back, kind of like cousins.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm just saying, like it's the same franchise.
Exactly.
I didn't say you and Jelly Roll were cousins.
Jelly Roll has to do with anything.
That's why he didn't say it.
That's why.
That's why.
I'm not making assumptions.
What are you assuming?
You don't have any tattoos.
Uh-huh.
I only go to Baltimore when I need a roster spot.
He went to Jelly Roll.
I'm sorry, Teddy Swims. So I was trying to find like similar.
No. But like, listen, you just bring him down here.
You just purposely played defense. I'm talking about full blitz, not that Fangio defense.
Mhm.
Full defense on my hot take.
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did.
Oh, I knew exactly where he
I
was.
knew where it was.
Okay. Yeah.
I just didn't know they called him Snoop. That's it. I admitted part of it. I had a feeling he was a Raven.
Dude, like it's so. Listen, I like the idea, but here's what I'm sensing in just the first couple of weeks of NFL football.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody got a good offensive line unless you run into football.
Mm.
Because everybody's getting after the quarterback. Everybody.
There's a lot of monsters out there, though.
Everybody's getting after the quarterback. The only way you can stop that is running the football.
You got to admit, though, it's kind of unfair. These defensive linemen get to like rotate in and out. No linemen get to do that.
But that's why if you have a deep defensive line unit, you're going to have success.
Because like if you're a defensive lineman, you could have like 2 good plays and that's a dominant game. But if an offensive lineman has 2
bad plays,
you're a bum.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
very unfair.
According, to you, because
Leichenberg.
You've named 5 bums on the offensive line. They can't all be bums. But look around the league. Everybody's struggling protecting the quarterback.
I don't worry about everybody else.
I understand that, but this is a situation where it's on a curve because you're judging your offensive line with 0 mistakes.
I would just say
good.
this.
That's good. 0 mistakes. But I'm saying if you look around the league, nobody's done a really good job of protecting their quarterback.
Fine. But what I would say is, look, I'm a very optimistic person. I think you would agree with that.
No, you're not.
I think I am.
What?
I think people would say I'm an optimistic fan. I think they would say that.
No, you're what?
I said the Dolphins are going to win 13 games.
No, so what? That's being a fan. That's not optimistic.
That is optimistic. That's literally what optimism is.
That's being fanboy.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
You're wrong.
Of course I'm wrong.
But if you were a pessimistic fan, you probably could have gone to this season and been like, another year with Teron Armstead trying to think that was going to work. Shoulder doesn't work. Liam Eichenberg still trying that.
You're the only one on the Liam Eichenberg.
Oh, I'm not the only
You're
one.
the only one.
No, that's ridiculous.
You're the only one.
I'm not the only one.
You're not the only. And guess what? And here's what's crazy. We've all just accepted the fact that Teron Armstead is going to play 12, 13 games. We've just accepted that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's got contraptions to keep himself together during a game.
That's crazy. Do you understand what you're expecting? So while you're saying in one breath, I don't like the guy that they bring in to cover up for all the injuries and move him around, right? Liam Eichenberg.
Oh, okay.
Then you're going to say right after that, but I understand Teron Armstead is only going to play 12, 13 games.
Yeah.
You can't,
well, one is a bum and the other one's body doesn't work.
But they're both giving you the same amount of success.
I agree. But different reasons.
It doesn't matter what the reasons are.
No, it does matter, dude.
You either succeed and get the job done or you don't. And at some point, you got to just accept that.
Dr. Toboggan says, Teron Armstead, they call him Harness Man.
Harness Man. Like,
we must put together Armstead for this game.
By the way, you would be amazed at how many football players wear a harness.
I would be amazed. How many?
The shoulder, a lot. I wore one. I couldn't wear it. Like when I tore my rotator cuff, I did it in preseason. I played the whole year. I couldn't.
You wore your whole career though?
No.
Oh.
No, but there's like linebackers. Because when you try to tackle somebody and you rip this right here,
But if you had to guess what Teron Armstead, he probably wears all the harnesses.
Not the right ones. If he put a shoulder harness on, he come off the field limping. If he put a leg harness on, he come off the shaking his shoulder. I
still picture him like getting put together like a knight.
Like,
Your armor, sir.
I'm just waiting. You know what? I wish he could press a button and do like what's his name in Marvel?
Cyborg? Iron Man?
Just have a little button.
That would be
and his own
nice.
Stuff just come on and go onto the field. It's always something. But that's my point is this.
Hmm?
Like, at what point are we just gonna look at it for what it is?
What is it?
Just right now, we got to find different ways of winning a football game.
Mm-hmm.
While we figure out what's going on at the quarterback position. And you got to just get wins and don't worry about how those wins come.
Got Tyler Huntley, dude.
He's not going to be the quarterback.
I mean,
he's not going to be the quarterback in Seattle.
He's one snap away.
He's not going to be the quarterback in Seattle.
He's not going to start, but what if Skylar Thompson stinks up the joint?
I mean, that's probably why they brought Snoop in,
Mm-hmm.
because they saw Skylar. I mean, this is not like Joe Flacco's available. Oh no, he's not. He's with the Rams. Indy. He's in Indy?
Yeah.
Who's with the Rams?
Garoppolo.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's right.
Take a break. Back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, Leroy, get a weather update from the Demesman
Sure
and Dover
can.
law firm. YourAccentAttorneys.com, free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Hold on, let me get my camera fixed.
He's getting his camera fixed, and then he's going to the window
Actually,
plex.
That's a pretty good angle for the window plex.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There'll be a lot of cheeks on that angle. Right?
Don't worry.
What are you, weatherman or an Instagram model?
Let me just say, the cheeks on these streets you don't want to run into.
Oh, that's fun. Hey, you're doing your job for once,
Wow,
camera.
Look at that, camera.
All right.
Finally.
Way to do it.
It is mostly cloudy. It looks gloom and doom. The only difference between this and Cleveland is it's 85.
Ah,
The winds are coming out of the west. If they're blowing at all, because the planes are coming in from over the water.
oh,
But I don't think there's any wind. Look, the trees aren't moving. I don't know why they might be not moving because they're drenched.
wow.
Other than that, be careful. Anytime it rains in the morning, traffic is backed up. People don't know how to drive. But that's really about it. It looks just miserable. It just looks like one of those bad summer rainy days.
Yeah,
How you doing, Frogboiii?
He is right. It does look pretty horrible. Very little winds right now. They got it coming out of the west, southwest at 4 miles per hour.
Yeah.
How can you even measure that? Thunderstorms, a coastal flood advisory, whatever the hell that means. Stay out of
Florida.
the water.
Florida, right?
Essentially.
Yes.
Can we please get
No.
to Dum Dum?
You want to get to Dum Dum?
Yes.
All right, we'll get
So
Okay.
So here's what we were talking about.
Mm.
I was telling them how I enjoyed my day. I got the little deal from Flannigan's,
Great deal.
right? Great
Yeah.
deal.
Yep.
It's like
What
4.5
did you
racks,
get?
4.5 racks of ribs, 20 wings,
Yeah.
4 fries, 12 garlic rolls, for like $70.
Pretty good.
Awesome. Pretty good. Now, he asked and gave reasons behind what might be
Okay. It's
one of the most incredible conversations I've had with a grown-ass man ever.
This is okay.
He asked, is Flannigan's a seafood restaurant?
Yeah.
Don't chime in yet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you want to chime in.
Yeah.
Tobin said, absolutely not.
Mm.
Their signature dish is ribs.
You can't just say that.
And wait,
That's true.
wait.
That's not
Wait,
chili.
wait,
They are
wait,
known
wait.
for their ribs.
No.
They're known
No,
for those.
wait.
Yeah.
This, hold up. Marcos replied, it's a seafood restaurant
Yeah.
because they sell seafood at market price.
Fish is at market price. I mean, come on.
Dude,
What?
that's not what that means.
Okay. There's other reasons.
Market
though.
price
It's
means
like
whatever
if
they
there was
paid
fish
for
on
it.
the wall,
Yeah,
basically.
I mean,
Oh, there's a lot of things.
fish places.
You
do
go to
that,
some
so-
places, you get a fillet, it says market price.
Yeah.
Lobster is market price.
Correct.
Sometimes tuna is market price.
Yes. At these fish restaurants.
By the way, I never trust market price.
No,
No.
that's a lie. First of all.
Oh
But
my
no,
goodness.
When you go in there, there's fish everywhere. The Flannigan was a fisherman. He was a
It
fisherman.
is very fishy in there. Like
Okay.
it's themed of fish
Yeah.
because there's always pictures
yes.
of him
Very
fishing
sweet.
around.
Also
If you go
fake,
somewhere and get an
you know.
oxtail dish, it's always market price.
But I would tell you, most people go to Flanagan's for the ribs, and
Yeah,
that,
I love the rib rolls personally.
and I would tell you
Marcos
That
fries
would take-
worms at market
that
price.
would knock you off being a seafood restaurant. Not
Oh,
that they don't have good seafood,
Yeah.
but you're not a seafood restaurant.
Guess what I had
It
last
is a
night?
seafood
Which
restaurant.
reminds me,
Mm.
a new fish. I never had it before.
Mm.
Delicious.
Mm.
So, Fonz, where he works, a lot of fishermen go in there.
Okay.
They brought him some fish, fresh off the boat, sealed, everything.
Oh, he works at a seafood restaurant then.
He works at Flanagan's.
No, he doesn't work at Flannigan's.
Oh,
He
okay.
works at Shuck and Dive, which is a Louisiana, like,
Seafood
yeah,
restaurant,
seafood.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
You're
And they brought him some mahi,
Oh,
fresh mahi,
Mhm.
wahoo.
Oh,
Delicious.
Wahoo's good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's same.
Mm.
It's a little lighter, little fluffier.
But I would say for shuck and dive, like those are two nautical terms, Frogboiii, when it comes to your
Yeah.
food, clams or
Oh.
conchs. So of course, yes,
Yeah.
that's a seafood.
Oysters and crawfish.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Mm.
But that's what they. Oh my goodness.
see, that's not fair though, because Flannigan's, fine, it isn't like a seafood term, but it's the name of a
Can I-
fisherman.
In most places,
Last
and
name of a
wait,
fisherman.
in most places,
Yeah.
where they're not considered a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
When they carry seafood and certain items, they always put market price.
I guess I got to say this. I'll be fair because I did some journalism.
Look at that.
If you go to the Flanagan's Cup,
Oh,
it does say on there
what does it say?
seafood bar and grill.
Seafood bar and
So maybe we're
grill.
boxed in,
I'm telling. It says it in the
but
name.
I don't think of it as a seafood restaurant.
Didn't you go around the
First-
tailgate? and
first
ask
of all-
the question?
First of all, his reasoning
Yeah.
is terrible.
No,
His reasoning
even
is
if he's right,
terrible.
market price.
because it says market price.
Yes. What other places?
But the Flanagan's Cup does say, at least on their
Come on.
website, it says seafood bar and grill.
Look at the
I've
cup.
never even read the
You ever
details.
thought that maybe
Trust the cup.
maybe they haven't changed the cup in 30 years? And
It's
that what they used
possible.
to be?
Oh, that's
Then
what
they
it
became
is.
a rib place?
Just haven't got around the
But I
updating
think of it. But the first thing I think of at Flanagan's is delicious ribs. That's what I think.
All right.
I don't think of the and I've had their seafood, delicious.
Yeah.
But I've also but
Ooh.
I go ribs. Like that's what I think
Right.
of their signature. That's their fastball.
And they only do baby backs.
See, that's how, see, you're putting it in a box. Ray Allen, right?
What?
When people are done, they're gonna be like, oh,
The
3-point
shot.
shooter, 3-point shooter.
That's
You're putting
because
him in a box.
you know why? No, here's why.
Milwaukee. Ray
Here's
Allen,
why. Here's why.
Seattle.
Because
Ray
nobody
Allen.
realizes who Ray Allen was
doesn't
before Seattle and Milwaukee.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. He's
Right.
he's a shooter. Like
No,
that's it.
He can shoot.
No, he's a shooter. That's it. Sorry.
he can shoot.
He's a shooter.
They can make ribs.
First of all, Jesus Shuttleworth was not known as a 3-point
That's
shooter.
a fictional character.
Okay, but he was still Ray Allen.
He's good though.
Nope.
Okay.
He's a shooter.
All right.
No, you didn't want to be a shooter? Don't hit the greatest shot of all time.
That's good.
Sorry.
That's a good shot.
I don't know what to tell you.
That is a good shot.
Them's the rules. Them's the rules.
Yeah, that firecracker shrimp. Yeah.
Tell you, oh, you're saying the seafood is.
What
good.
is your favorite other shrimp?
I like you know what, they got good burgers. I get the what is it called? Lemon. I get the mahi a lot.
Mahi's
I
good.
get that,
What we're
yeah.
talking about the mahi.
Yep.
I'm seeing the clam chowder, the firecracker shrimp.
They have good seafood. I just don't think of it.
Wait, but if I had to get one item from Flannigan's
Mm.
that will bring me back every time,
Mm.
rib rolls.
Yeah.
Don't
So I'm
the rib
saying,
rolls.
like,
the
they're-
rib rolls.
The design of our bars and restaurants is all about the island vibes and
Island
saltwater
vibes.
adventures that reflect our
Saltwater.
deep South Florida roots.
Right. I mean, that's the vibe. See, because I
That's
ask
their
people,
vibe.
I ask people around the tailgate, what is Flanagan's? A seafood restaurant or not? And people were like, it's a vibe. And I'm like,
It's a vibe. That's
thank you,
well, that's
thank
stupid.
you.
I can't go with that far in
I'm
defense.
like,
Wait.
thanks
And the
for-
last sentence of their story says, oh, yeah, those legendary baby back ribs.
Okay,
Mm.
no. So hold on.
And the only reason
But-
why their walls are lined with all those
But I wouldn't.
fish is because it's memories of their friends and family.
Look,
Wow.
the drunk tailgaters are right. It is a vibe.
Okay. It's just like,
But then again, I guess I can't call it a barbecue restaurant because I don't think of it as barbecue.
that's
No.
what, see, but they have good ribs, so why aren't
They
they, a
do have
barbecue?
good ribs,
Why aren't they a
sorry.
barbecue restaurant then?
It's just legendary. I don't know what to tell you.
What are
You
we
know,
doing?
the ribs, the shrimp. Tell you where you don't want a shrimp though.
In
the bedroom, dude.
Whoa!
Show pony. Here we go.
So why not try some Blue Chew? Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. And they even got mint flavors, you know, in case you're done with your ribs and you want to be fresh to go for the other part of the date after you go to Flanagan.
Brush your
Yeah.
teeth, you nasty ass.
After that part. So, you know, whether you're married, you're looking to spice things up, or single trying to impress somebody new, Blue Chew is for you. And I got a special deal for our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free.
Show pony.
When you use our promo code SHOWPONY at checkout, you pay just $5 for shipping, but you're getting your first month of Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code.
Show pony.
Exactly. That's actually what you're going to sound like down there. Like,
Oh, so you
Show
got a little
pony.
baby voice.
it's because
You got a little baby
you're
voice.
gonna, it's
And
like,
then you're gonna take a blue chew.
yeah, show pony. That's my loins. That's my loins right there. It's gonna sound show pony. Yeah. Go to bluechew.com. Use our promo code SHOWPONY. You're getting your first month of Blue Chew for free at bluechew.com. That's bluechew.com. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. May have to change some of the lyrics for the time being. You know.
Oh, you just start playing Snoop Dogg.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
It's our Snoop. It's our Snoop.
I thought you were gonna freestyle today.
Jackson's quarterback. I didn't think of it.
I mean,
until
he's
now.
the backup to the backup right now. So, like,
For now.
For
and
now.
is he officially a Dolphin yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think so.
Got to pass the
Right. So we need to calm down.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Monday Night Football last night, if you guys missed it, Falcons drove down the field with a minute left and beat the Eagles 22-21. Kirk Cousins to Drake London after a critical drop by Saquon Barkley that would have clinched the game for Philadelphia.
You know what I hate? The thing about football is that, unlike any other profession, your mistakes, even if it's the only mistake you've made all day,
Mhm.
is like could be at the worst possible time.
Yup.
Right? Like,
Yep.
he catches that ball 95 out of 100 times. The one of those 5 times is when the team needs it the most, and it just sucks. You got to eat it, and he did. Hey, I catch the ball, the game's over.
Yep.
So
Sure was. Meanwhile, we have the Panthers in the building today. I believe we're going to talk to Doug Plagans later on this
Yep.
hour.
Doug Plagans looking swole.
Voice of the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. We will be out at Panthers Media Day tomorrow, but the Cup making a tour. And it looks like the next stop was
I don't know, but tomorrow after the show, you going
Going where?
to the Panthers? Yeah,
What?
What?
to
Media Day.
Media Day.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah,
Okay, but why should I be so shocked that you're going?
because you said tomorrow after the show.
You did say
After-
after.
tomorrow after the show, we're gonna go to Shuck and Dive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
right
know
around the
that.
corner.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
right.
But like,
Oh, my bad.
and then as I stopped, say, you going?
Yeah, and
Frogboiii,
then-
you're going too, right?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You can go kiss a shrimp.
I appreciate that. Thank you, thank
He
you.
really hates seafood.
Yeah,
He does.
I
Did you see the way he
But
put
he can see.
like
Oh,
when we went
man.
and we had the lobster mac and cheese, and he kind of
Ugh.
that was so good. I
It
don't
was
know how
gross.
you were disgusted
No,
by
it was
that.
gross.
Disgusted.
they have regular food too, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. That's fine.
But the Cup making it to the Heat facility yesterday.
Oh,
I think it was yesterday. Whatever, they posted it
I
yesterday.
think it was
Yeah.
like 2
But yeah, because I think they were golfing yesterday. But anyway, it made it over to the Heat facility. And Aleksander Barkov, huge Heat fan.
Oh,
One time knocked in the head by Dwayne Wade.
oh, yes.
He and Anton Lundell visited, and you see here you got the crew there with Erik Spoelstra. They got to bring the Stanley Cup to the practice facility, and you wonder with a guy like Spo, you got some championships, but it's still got to be cool to see something like that. Big sports fans see the Stanley Cup up close and personal.
Yes,
Wow.
because again, we were talking about this before. There's only a handful of events where that's the only trophy. So you win the Lombardi, you get a new Lombardi every year, right? You win what's it called in basketball?
Larry
The
O'Brien.
Larry O'Brien. They just print out a new one.
The
But things
college
like this-
football championship.
College
trophy.
World Championship is a new one. But there's golf tournaments where the guy is engraving your name at the event and you get it, right?
Mhm.
This is the thing, like the guy who started engraving the names right after the Stanley Cup was won. I think it's one of the unique things
Right after
about
they got it out of the ocean.
it's one of the unique things about the sport and about so many events that makes it really cool. The fact that this is the only one. There is only one Stanley Cup.
Pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Jaime got to see it. Jaime got a little looky-loo
Oh, nice.
at the Stanley Cup.
Wow.
So much love in his eyes.
How many people are actually taller than the Stanley Cup standing there?
Well, you know.
Right? That's what's crazy.
Yeah, you can see what's in it. Still a little bit of pasta, you think, from Luongo?
From Luongo? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little bit of pasta still. Little cereal. I think I heard someone was going to eat cereal out of it.
I think was it Bennett?
Look,
I think
look
Bennett.
at
Bennett,
Spo
yeah.
standing next to it versus Jaime.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a tall guy.
How tall
No,
is
I know.
Spo?
Suppose like 6'1".
Got him at 6'2", but
Yeah, I give him a 6'2". I think he's 6'2" on a good day.
That's nice.
Get the right pairs of shoes on. He's not a phony 6'1".
Dude,
He's not like Shabazz
You know,
Napier.
when they measure us in football, no lie. When they measure us in football, we have to take off all shoes, all socks, heel on the ground, back up against yeah.
I remember they said that Shabazz Napier was 6'1", Marcos, and I think you were getting ready to interview him with Eric at Media Day. It was a while back. And I was like, he's not 6'1". This guy's not
I
6'1".
see a
dude.
Panther behind me, by the
He's-
way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, you say you
Let's,
want Doug to come in?
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll take a break, and then we'll talk some Panthers coming on up. Back with more for this.
This hour of
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM, and business is just picked up in the studio. The Panthers are in the house today. Stanley C. Panther. I don't think he's allowed to talk, Leroy. That's mascot rules.
Yeah.
But he is here. If you guys are watching on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM, he's now a champion mascot, and we have also the radio voice of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, Doug Plagans, joining us here on the program. Doug, thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate you. Mic him up there, Frogboiii. Make it look professional over here, huh?
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what do we? Oh, there we go.
There we go. It is weird that they hide that button there.
It's way over there. And if you have a question for Stanley, I'll do the best that I can to answer.
I appreciate
it. As you said, he's a man of few words.
How does this feel? How has this summer been? This is incredible. You guys are already getting back to work, but has it all been a blur? You guys win the Stanley Cup, and all the celebration have been cool to watch on social media, but what's it been like?
If I had to run it back, I would say, when it first happened, that first week or so, it took a few days to set in because it was such a run and the team's playing every other day, and you kind of get into that rhythm of the playoffs and the ups and downs and the twists and turns of the whole thing. But yeah, it hits you and you realize what has happened, and you're just excited that, for me, I was just excited to be able to enjoy that with the people that I work with, people like Bill Lindsay, who I do the broadcast with, to enjoy it with all the fans. So many of them who've been around since day one following this team, who hope that they would one day get to see what we all saw back on June 24th. That was beyond special and beyond a thrill. And then, of course, you had the parade, a few days later, and that was a special experience.
That was crazy.
And then you just go throughout the summer, and yeah, you're just kind of recalling all those different moments, and you're able to go back in your mind and just think about the way that it all played out, just how special that team was. That's going to go down as one of the most special sports teams in the history of this region. So it was a team that picked up right where they left off the previous year. Easier said than done, but took it right into last season and capped it off with a Stanley Cup.
I think one of the cool things about it is that very rarely in sports do you see it build and come to that. So you saw the first year, the second year, and then the third year where it all came together. Most owners, most fans aren't patient enough. They want it to happen right now. But as you watching this and watching it build, you have to be thinking, Lindsay, we're close. We are so close with how this is shaping up. And then it just all kind of came together. But it was awesome. It couldn't have lasted. That hockey season couldn't have lasted a day longer. Game 7. It couldn't have gone. That was the last day of hockey.
Yeah, were you nervous that day? Like, just knowing, like, we know how good the team was of, like, resetting and always kind of get to the next thing, but you got the country, literally it felt like the hockey world was like, oh, Canada, this is going to be an incredible comeback. And, history's on the line, and the Panthers just still with all that pressure. Like, were you nervous that day, even calling it, like, what their energy was going to be like?
I wasn't at all. And a couple of things on this. I think, for one, you saw the experience that this team had built over the years and just the DNA of this team. And you mentioned the build, but over the years, the group of guys that Bill Zito put together and with Paul Maurice behind the bench, this was a team that was battle tested. They were experienced. And part of the DNA of this Panthers team is they're comfortable when a lot of other teams would probably be uncomfortable.
Right.
And you saw that going into Game 7. That was as comfortable and confident and composed a group as you could have. And I could tell that at the morning skate that day before Game 7. And Leroy and I were talking about this before we went on the air, but the twists and turns of that series. And I did a radio hit in Edmonton just a few days ago, and it was a kind of a tough subject for the listeners there. We were talking about, but looking back at how that series went, prior to the Stanley Cup final, a lot of the experts out there and a lot of the talking heads and a lot of the people that just cover the National Hockey League day to day were kind of preparing for a long series. And everybody's predictions seemed to be that was going to be a cup final that was going to potentially go 6 or 7 games. I don't know that anybody would have predicted the path that it took to get to a Game 7. But as we were talking about, Leroy, just a little bit ago, the fact that the Panthers won it, it's the prime example of you win it and nobody asks how you did it. Once you win it, you won it. Nobody asks how. There's going to be a banner raised to the rafters on October 8th.
Doesn't say gave up a 3-0 lead.
It says Stanley Cup champions on it. And that's what matters. And you mentioned too, it's so tough to win. It's actually an understatement to say that for any of these leagues. It is so difficult to win because you build a team that has now a championship pedigree, and this version of the Panthers going into 24-25, even though there have been some changes in different parts of the lineup, as good a chance to win the cup going into this year as they had going into last year. This is one of the best teams in the league, a cup contender once again. But there are 31 other teams out there that are also trying to win this thing, and 31 other teams that would love to have the short offseason that the Panthers just had. So when you get the job done, you got to make sure that you enjoy it. But like I said, this is a team that's right in the midst of its championship window that's going to have a chance to do it again.
I can't believe it's one of these things too. Like everybody had to watch the Cup celebration and seeing the guys bring it into the Atlantic Ocean and seeing guys party on the beach. Like, it's so interesting seeing the growth of hockey down here, but how anybody wouldn't want to play here after seeing how the Panthers celebrated that would be beyond me, because it was just so incredible seeing just how that cup was just brought all over town and how everybody kind of got to be a part of it down here.
You've kind of seen that grow over the course of the last few seasons, and with some of the pickups that Bill Zito has made and things like that. Now with the Panthers achieving the success, and I think you're going to get this anytime you have a team that builds kind of a track record of success. You're going to have guys that say, "Hey,
I'll take less to go play with that team.
I want to go there. I want to be a part of that." Whether it be, it's a good reputation to have. You look at, for example, and I mentioned there are going to be some changes to the lineup, but some guys who came in last year and did a great job for this team that parlayed it into multi-year contracts elsewhere. Oliver Ekman-Larsson kind of came in. He wasn't healthy his last stretch in Vancouver. He got bought out, came to the Panthers on a 1-year deal, did a heck of a job. And then Toronto comes in, signs him for a multi-year contract. A guy like Kevin Stenlund came in, played great minutes on the fourth line, signed a 1-year deal with the Panthers last year, part of a Stanley Cup champion. Utah gives him a multi-year contract and doubles his salary.
Don't mention Lamborghini. JFig's going to be really that's our favorite.
There's another guy that was able to, build himself into something here, and he's going to be a special player to Panthers fans forever. But in a salary cap league, those are some of the tough decisions that you have to make. You can't keep everybody, you can't pay everybody, but that's. In mentioning those guys, not overpaying for certain players is why the Panthers were able to get the 8-year extension for Sam Reinhart, why they're able to get the 8-year extension to Gus Forsling, why they're able to make some of these other moves, and why they're able to lock in so much of that roster. The team's 8 leading scorers from last year are back. Sergei Bobrovsky is still the number 1 goaltender. The core of the defense is back. Paul Maurice is still the head coach. This is a team that, even though there were some tweaks along the way, you're going to have that. But this is a team that's still equipped to win a championship. And we mentioned some of the guys that moved on. The guys they brought in are going to be able to fill the holes nicely.
Is there somebody?
Where's Paul Maurice? He said, "Yeah, I won it. I'm gonna go chill for a minute." I haven't heard from him.
Not a social media.
Not like he's just enjoying life.
He'll be back and ready to roll in full force here. You guys know media days tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
we'll be there.
You'll get to rub elbows with everybody there.
Have you gotten your interaction with the Cup this summer?
I have had a handful of experiences with the Stanley Cup.
You still get the goosies every time around.
It's a special trophy, to say the least. And to see the Panthers names engraved on it makes it hit even harder when you see it, and just feels that much more real. Like I said, sometimes you have to pinch yourself, remind yourself that it actually all happened.
Canada's got to be hating life when 3 of the last 4 Stanley Cups have been in Florida.
Canada?
Yeah, all of Canada.
Well, listen,
everywhere up north, Boston, New York, everybody who claims to be hockey towns.
I'm still salty about McDavid getting the Conn Smythe. Bob should have gotten it.
Yeah.
I still think Bob should have gotten it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You could have made a case for Barkov too.
Yes.
I get it. But
Yes.
you know what happened? I
just thought
because they were up 3-0, and then they came back and tied it up at 3-3. So it automatically goes from a Bob winning it to one of the scores.
It was just crazy to me that a guy who, yes, drug his team to the brink of history, but he didn't do it. So like I'm still like I was still salty about it.
I think the fact that he broke a Gretzky record along the way is probably what secured that. If he didn't break a Gretzky record, the assist record for a single play, if he didn't break a Gretzky record along the way, because a lot of Gretzky records have stood for a long time, obviously, if that didn't happen, then it probably does go to Bobrovsky, Barkov, somebody else. But I think that was where McDavid clinched it. I think in the eyes of a lot of people out there, he clinched it before Game 7. I think he had it in the bag before Game 7.
That's really the only sport where it's not uncommon to give that award to the losing team.
And that's the thing. It's not something. It's not likely in the sense that it doesn't happen every year, but it has happened. Like we can point to a number of instances in history where it has happened.
As a guy, who calls every goalie around the league, how fun is calling Sergei Bobrovsky? Because he literally is like a gymnast out there. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just does all these crazy drills where he's all over the place. The bobbery, just how fun is it calling him in these clutch moments? Because he sometimes is like literally, like they say, standing on his head. Sometimes he's literally on his head to make a save.
He's the best. And you guys know, you've had a chance to talk to him, but he's such a thoughtful and just a great guy to have a conversation with. But when you see him play, and very, very, all goalies, they're all different in how they kind of play their position. But some of the same things I used to say about Roberto Luongo, in that you can watch the game on TV. You can go and watch a game out at the arena, and you get an appreciation. You can see, okay, this is an all-star level goalie. This is an all-world type of talent. But it's when you have the chance to go see him at practice on a non-game day, between games, the way that he keeps himself prepared, the way that he's detail-oriented in everything that he does, the dedication to the craft. It's why he's still elite at this point, and is still an all-world goaltender, one of the best in the business at this point. It's special to see every single day. And like I said, you get such an appreciation for his dedication to the craft, the way he goes about his business, but also such a thoughtful, just interesting, fun guy to have a conversation with as well, whether it be, about goaltending or what have you.
What have you gotten a sneak peek at the rings? What's the looky-loo on those? Have you gotten any insight on that?
I have no behind the scenes info.
They usually don't show. They don't show them to you,
Doug.
They don't even show pictures.
I'm not going to be the first one to see it.
They don't even show you pictures till you get it.
When do they get it?
I don't know that either.
Really?
I don't know that. I have no inside info.
How much are you going to rock that thing though? Like, are you putting that in a safe deposit box somewhere? Or are you going to wear that all the time?
It'll be especially in the beginning. We're going to make sure everybody sees that thing.
Attaboy. That's what you got to. Yeah, you got to flash that puppy.
We got to make sure everybody sees
that. I was like Kevin Garnett, mama ain't got no rings.
Yeah.
Close.
Are you just as being the voice of this team and calling the entire run, but like how excited are you just to see, I guess, the ramifications of that in the fan base? Because it was like, remember like a week afterwards, like Matthew Tkachuk goes to like a chicken place and it's like literally down,
right?
Like the it's shutting down like the Broward County. Right. So I'm just, how excited are you just to see what the follow through is this with the people being crazy about hockey down here?
I can't wait. And I can tell you right now, just what we've already seen, even before the Stanley Cup, the buzz that we saw build the year before, right, when the Panthers went to the Cup final and obviously fell just short against Vegas. But even the buzz that was picked up off of that run, you could tell it was noticeable throughout the entire market. So I can't wait to see what it's going to look like now as we get going on this season. And we can already sense it, from a business end and things like that. All the, ticket sales numbers, everything like that is trending off the charts. Stanley has probably been in more demand than he's ever been. He's a celebrity right now. And
ton of birthday parties, Stanley. Yep.
Stanley's been a man about town and everybody recognizes him as if they didn't before. But It's been exciting to say the least. Everywhere you go, you have a Panthers logo. People are saying "Go Cats." You see more Panthers gear, the Panthers car flags, the stickers, all that stuff more than ever. And I can just use this platform right here to say thanks to everybody out there who supported this team in any capacity, whether you listened to a game, went to a game, watched a game, bought the gear, came out, cheered the team on, went to a watch party, whatever it is that you did. It truly means the world to us. And we can't wait to see everybody back on board come October 8th, when, like I said, October 8th, there's going to be a nice new piece of decor hanging in the rafters at Amerant Bank Arena.
It is literally the only professional sport that TV doesn't do it justice. You have to see it live. If you haven't seen a hockey game live, to actually see how fast they're really skating and how quick everything's moving, you're missing out.
Yep. You got to come and see it in person. If you're just learning the sport, if you've never been introduced to the sport, you can follow it from afar, but it's the sport. You got to come out. You got to come out and see it firsthand first. And I would even say, I've had somebody mention this to me years ago, and it was a great approach to it. But if you haven't watched hockey before, come out to a game, watch it in person, and then kind of watch what goes on away from the puck. If you're just focused on the puck the whole time and you're watching hockey for the first time, it might be tough to follow. But if you kind of take a step back, pull your lens back a little bit, zoom out a little bit, and just watch the way that everybody's playing their positions, it'll make more sense to you.
Doug Plagans, we appreciate you stopping by. Stanley, you too, buddy. Hey, you keeping Victory Rat in line? He's behaving? All right.
Victor's on vacation, right?
Victor's probably having a wild summer knowing him. Who knows what kind of shenanigans he's getting into. We appreciate the time, Doug. We'll take a break. Damage is done, my friend, is next.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
If the purpose of music is to understand what they saying, this song has failed miserably.
What is it called?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I think that's it. What's the name of it?
Flex.
Flex.
Yes.
Okay.
From the recently deceased Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace.
Oh,
For who?
Rich Homie Quan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that one with young who's the song he did? We couldn't understand Lifestyle.
Oh yes.
Wasn't
correct. Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug.
Yeah. I'm doing the beginning of the lifestyle.
There you go. No, I think that was it actually.
He nailed it.
Dude, if I play that song coming back.
I got you.
Yeah, watch. Not a word. Not a word. So, yeah, that was cool. I always like talking to Doug because, like, I like the other stuff, right? I think people look at how they play on the ice and the different things that have to do with winning. And I would say that the stuff that keeps you sane has a lot to do with you winning a championship also. The fact that the ups and downs of the season never got to them, right? They never like they go on a 10-game winning streak and they weren't, all excited and whatever because they knew it was a long road. When they lost 5 or 6 in a row, same thing. I think that plays a major role in having long-term success versus success on one day.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating, too, because, the last year was all about redemption. Now they got that taste of it. I know Kachuk has said, like, it's made them more greedy. So it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this year because, yeah, everyone's going to be gunning for them for sure. That's definitely going to be part of it. But, man, that building.
Jaime said the same thing. I said, Falcons won. Wow. He just a random text. I know.
It was crazy.
But yeah,
I didn't even think when he made that drop, I'm like, they're not gonna lose.
Well, because you said why? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, forgot, but Fangs.
Whew, right. But yeah, I like I definitely it's always fun to talk to like me and Joe have conversations about the other stuff, not about what's going on in the game, but about like adjustments and stuff like that. So that amazes me.
We talk adjustments, you and me.
No, we don't. I can't. No. Hey,
well, football heads.
You know what your adjustment is?
What?
Get the bum out. He keeps killing us. Get him out.
Well, I didn't even get to my, you were already poo-pooing on my stuff yesterday on the group text.
But see, here's why. Because your response to me can't be Frogboiii did it too.
What?
Aha!
That's not an answer.
The old scape frog, huh? Sick of it.
Y'all knew what I wanted to ask Stanley C. Panther.
Where was he?
He was right here, but I couldn't ask him. I didn't want to get him in trouble.
Who was that rat?
Yeah. I'm like,
I
asked him out there.
Hear me out on this, though.
No.
Hear me out on this.
No.
Right? So the Panthers, Carolina Panthers, not the good Panthers. Stinky Panthers. Rats off a ship on Bryce Young, right?
Yeah.
Rats off a ship.
Well, here's the problem. And here is the problem with team sports and drafts. You bring a player in and you're assuming he can do certain things for you. But if he doesn't have the necessary pieces around him and it doesn't work, you're just as responsible for his failure as he is.
Yes.
Because everybody has to learn. Everybody can't play in every system. For some reason, fans, as great as they are sometimes dumb as hell. Every quarterback can't play in every situation. There are different styles of quarterback. Some quarterbacks work on timing. Some quarterbacks like to pat the ball. They can be elusive, but just enough to make enough plays. Some quarterbacks work strictly off instincts. They're going to look. They don't see it. They're going to take off. Like, there's 1,000 different ways that guys play quarterback. So when they brought him in, first of all, he went to the worst team in football.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Really bad.
And they were really bad because they made really bad decisions.
They're still the worst team in football.
Still the worst team in football. The reason why people thought Caleb Williams would be so much better is because he didn't go to the worst team. Why are you giving me the stupid look?
Because Stunt Steve is yelling at me already, and I haven't even given my take yet.
Yeah, but you had to smirk.
You had to smirk. Go.
We know you're smirk.
No. And the answer is no.
Why? You don't even know.
No.
If the Panthers are
really,
why?
No.
If they're really
can't afford them.
Okay, hold on.
They can't afford
Hear me out. Now, everybody knows they can't afford him. I'm not suggesting
the Panthers aren't going to cut him.
You sure?
You think they're going to cut? What's his third year?
Damage is done.
The third year?
The damage is done.
The number one pick in the third year.
Rats off a ship in 2
Nothing
games.
says I'm terrible at my job than cutting a number one pick in 3 years.
The Cardinals did it.
That wasn't there. It wasn't the number one pick.
Wasn't the number one. Still whiffed.
Wait.
Still whiffed.
Not only are they bad,
you
could have chose C.J. Stroud.
I know.
No.
That's tough.
No, you got
It's not the same coach, though.
I don't care. Same organization.
Yeah.
No.
They're gonna let him go.
No.
They're gonna let him go.
No, they're not gonna cut.
Okay, let's just say they do.
They're not gonna cut.
But hear me out.
They're not gonna cut.
But
him.
let's say they do.
No.
If they do.
No.
Will this?
No.
Why?
No. Because
Why?
I don't want to guard gnome as a quarterback.
You already kind of
No, you don't. Kinda is not guard
Kind
gnome.
of.
Kinda is not guard gnome.
Who would be better to learn under the confidence filled
Okay, if I may,
wing of Tua Tagovailoa
if I may,
than Bryce Young?
if I may,
Alabama connection.
let me explain. Let me explain to you the trait of what a quarterback has to be here. He has to be able to make quick reads and get rid of the ball in a timely fashion.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Mobile. I've seen Bryce Young
Dude,
run.
He doesn't need to be mobile. Stop.
Yes,
That's why we're in
stop
this.
saying that.
Wouldn't
Stop
hurt.
saying that.
That's why we're where we are now.
4
Because you
5,
want a
though.
damn mobile quarterback. For you, it figures a guy who is not very mobile wants somebody mobile.
It's a cheap shot.
Hurts.
It is.
Hurts every time.
So anyway, let me explain.
Mhm.
Those are the qualities that are required to play quarterback in Mike McDaniel's system. If you bring in a quarterback that struggles at reading and anticipating, it's not gonna work. And guess what he struggles with?
Everything.
Yes.
But he's tiny.
No.
You know, and he hasn't been built up. So nobody.
Wait.
Mike McDaniel.
Let me tell you something. The skill set that Tua had,
Mhm.
he had before Mike McDaniel got here. Okay. Now, that's not what his skill set is.
Kind of is.
No,
a
it's
skill set.
not.
He just doesn't have the weapons.
It's not.
He doesn't have the weapons.
Dude, he has never thrown a pass in timing since I've seen him.
Well, I mean, what timing does he have? He's running for his life. You put him with the confidence cowboy, Mike McDaniel, right? Build him up a little bit.
Mike McDaniel built the offense around Tua. No, that whole offense is predicated on the things I'm talking
All
about.
I'm saying is,
no.
what's wrong with
I
the
just want you to
insurance?
all I want you to say is nothing.
Why?
Because where we're going down a path that makes no damn sense.
It doesn't make no sense. You can't say that makes sense. You can't say that makes no sense.
You can't have
I'm not
a
allocating.
quarterback who is not accurate and doesn't throw well with timing cannot come and play here.
I thought he had some nice throws when the Dolphins played him last year.
4.5 speed, by the way.
Thielen had a 1,000-yard season.
All he cares about.
Little legs were. He's like Kyler Murray, who's good now.
And who better to teach him to see over an offensive line than Tua?
Oh, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
What's he going to learn from Andy Dalton? Nothing. I'm just saying. I just want everybody to be clear. I'm not saying trade for him. I'm not saying take on that contract. But I know, because we all know, the Panthers are going to cut bait. And when they do,
They're not.
they're going to cut bait.
They're not.
They're going to cut bait. No one's picking him up.
At the
He's
end of the
being
year,
argued as the
maybe.
worst number one pick of all time.
Huh?
He's being talked about as the worst number one pick of all time.
Oh no, there's been a few.
He's
What about
he's
the
absolutely-
offensive lineman from Michigan State? Oh, I can't think of that.
I don't know.
Number one pick. All right, hold on.
Number one pick.
Jamarcus Russell's got to be.
Nope, worse than that.
What?
At least he ended up playing.
Michigan State offensive lineman.
Everybody else Googling the list right
Bubba
now?
Smith.
No,
Damn,
no.
That was good.
The
though.
5 worst number 1 overall picks in NFL
He's on top of the
draft
list.
history.
He's on top of the list. I promise you.
Jamarcus Russell's number 1.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 is Jana Carter.
Oh yeah, everyone remembers.
Kajana Carter.
Kajana Carter.
Kajana, you don't know who Kajana Carter? He lives down here.
He does.
Nah, I don't know
Yes,
who that
he's
is.
OJ McDuffie. They played together
My
at
bad.
Penn State.
Who is that?
Okay.
Who's the worst number 1 pick of all time?
Oof.
He wasn't number
Two.
1 pick. He was number
Courtney
2 pick.
Brown, Cleveland Browns 2000.
Ooh, I remember him.
That's
Oh,
number
yeah.
3. Jeez, Browns.
Talk about
Tim Couch.
Oh, Cleveland Browns.
yikes. Not good.
David Carr.
David Carr.
David Carr, who's also
Wait, Wait,
David
David,
Carr-
you know what's crazy?
52.
David Carr. Here's what's crazy about that.
Wow.
David Carr finished his career with a 70% completion percentage.
David Carr was defending Bryce Young the other day.
Yeah, you
Wow.
would.
I mean,
What do you mean you would?
Yeah.
Just, dude, I'm saying okay, so I'm not saying trade for him, but inevitably once they do cut him, you don't think this is a good landing spot?
Huh?
You don't think this is a good landing spot? If he could make it, let me ask you this. If you were Bryce Young's agent, would this not be the destination you would bring him to? You know, to come to the mother hen that is Mike McDaniel.
Oh, you're the worst.
What do you mean?
Mother hen.
He's
Dude, I'm telling you.
he's very caring.
Here,
He cares about his players.
there's a
You
required.
see this
There's a required. Tony Mandarich.
Tony. Who?
Oh yeah.
There you go. You know who it is now.
Not on the list.
Not on the list. Wow.
At least according to GiveMeSport.com.
Oh my goodness, he was.
Gross.
Woo.
But he's going to be in the conversation.
Is he a fighter as well?
No,
Oh.
he. I think he tried a little bit of everything. Wow, they had 2 first-round picks that year. Tony Mandarich and Andre Rison.
Ooh, now I got something. Fanbuzz.com. That's the 10 worst number 1 picks of all time.
He's on there. He's on somebody's list.
Number 10, Jeff George. You have
Jeff
him.
George wasn't a. See, that's a perfect example of a quarterback going to a bad situation, but he wasn't a bad quarterback.
This list has Tim Couch at number 9,
Ooh.
Courtney Brown at 8, David Carr at 7,
Really?
Andre Bruce.
Because these are all first picks.
Yes. Jared Goff, number 5 on this list.
Wait, how
He's
can
got
Jared Goff?
he's got to be bound. He got made a Super Bowl. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
when is that list?
Well, let's see. When did this list get dated? This is 2023.
Wow, even with Jared Goff with Detroit, how's he a
Yeesh.
bust?
That's
That's
stupid.
weird.
He made a Super Bowl.
Right.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Kenneth
right?
Sims.
Yeah, I see that one here.
Kajana Carter they have as number 2.
Mm.
Jamarcus Russell number 1. Everybody
Tony
said says Jamarcus Russell's number 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Could Bryce Young top him?
No, not Jamar.
Because
Jamarcus Russell never played football. Damn near.
not because of the lean.
Hmm?
What? So you're completely
Minus
dismissing my
1.
idea.
Yes, I am.
Why?
I-
Is it because of my idea?
No, it's not that. It's that
By love.
the project,
Oh, he's a project. I agree.
because he's not here. There's a couple of things that I have learned from watching football and being around football. An inaccurate quarterback never really becomes accurate.
Mm-hmm. I thought he had some nice throws when the Dolphins played him.
He's been playing football for 2 years, 3
Well,
years. You're sitting here talking about a
Won the
couple of
Heisman.
throws.
3 years ago, he won the Heisman.
Okay.
Last year, not great. This year,
Mm.
he only got 2 games. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a
not,
guy
oh,
that defends rookies.
wait. You know what's amazing?
Yeah.
He doesn't even do this with guys on his own team.
What are you talking about, dude?
How patient have you been with Liam Eichenberg?
Patient enough.
No, yeah.
Oh, it's been quite some time.
So,
Big enough sample size.
so you have more patience for a guy who you haven't seen play one bit of good football.
I thought he had some nice throws when the Dolphins played him last year.
Keep saying that, dude. What was the final score?
Oh, they killed him. It's 42-21.
Right.
I think that was his like hot stretch because he was at 247, 217, 235. I think that was the most he's thrown. Oh no, he had a 300 game against the Packers.
How bad did they lose that game, though?
It was close. It was 33-30.
33-30.
I don't remember that game though.
All right.
I'm admitting I haven't watched a lot of Bryce Young. I watched him in college. I haven't watched him on the Panthers other than the Dolphins game where I thought he had some nice throws.
Okay, you can't just keep.
Like, it's easy to have throws when they're playing Fangio defense.
What is this?
Everybody's sitting back because you're up by 3 touchdowns.
No way.
Oh,
dude.
Dolphins were down 14-0 to start that game.
Thielen had 115 yards.
Is that true? Dolphins were down that game 14-0?
I think that's true. Yeah, they were down 14-0 in the first half. I think because I remember you doing this, you were like, oof. Like, what is this plan that he came out with? I also remember I was watching this game at a flag football game with my sons. I had to watch it on my phone.
Wow.
Panthers dropped to 0-6, though. This guy has won. How many games has he won in his career?
3.
One.
No, he won more than that.
No, he won 2 last year. Yeah.
Was last year's rookie year?
Yes.
Yes, it was. He won 2
So
last
get
year.
rid of Cup bait after 19 games.
You see what I'm saying? You're kind of onto it now, right?
No. I'm
little
just
bit.
saying.
A little bit.
Now even more so.
By the way, the 2 games he won. Oh my God, this is bad. 2 games that he won. 9-7 was one of the scores. 15-13 was the other score.
Oh, he won the head-to-head against Stroud.
Yeah, he did.
That's like Tua. Remember when Tua beat Justin Herbert the first year, but it was like 9-7?
Wins a win, baby.
And then he cut his hair.
Changed his life. By the way, only 253 rushing yards last year. I don't know if I like him.
Wait, what do you think a quarterback should have?
How many yards did he rush for his life?
Okay, all of them, according to this.
I mean, all those 253 plus yards just means he survived 253 yards, right? Because he's been running for his life for 2 years.
It says, I thought he had some nice throws. It's the new my heart's in the right place. Nobody else thought he had some nice throws in that game last year. Week 6.
Point for
No, dude, like, let it go.
I'm not trading for him. Just saying if he gets released.
He's not getting released in the
Oh,
second
he's getting,
year.
He's getting released, dude.
In his second year,
He's getting released.
no chance.
I think he is.
After the season, not before.
Do you think anybody would trade for him?
No.
Yeah, so he's getting released.
No,
You can't
chance.
keep a number 1 pick on your
You
roster.
can't
after
have that
this.
much money. Say bye bye.
Why not? Broncos just did it with Russell Wilson. That was more money.
Yeah,
it's a rookie deal. Which is it's not nothing because he's number 1 pick.
Yeah.
But
his whole contract's guaranteed.
yeah, it's not nothing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once he gets released, if he got released, would you be into it?
No.
All right.
I'm telling you, his skill set doesn't fit what they
Oh,
do
he had
here.
some nice throws.
All right.
Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
My heart was in the right place.
Join Hockey
560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. You all right, dude? Dude, I can see that.
Yeah. I keep giving suggestions. I didn't hear what you guys said, but you looked like you were disgusted in my choices.
We genuinely didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, I said a chopped cheese. You guys ever had a chopped cheese?
This is going to be one of those days where Leroy just keeps asking us what we want, and by the time he figures
like
it out,
2
it'll be
already
2
12
o'clock.
o'clock.
Exactly.
It'll be 2
It's
o'clock.
good. It's good.
Well,
It's like moving
I
the
wanted
boat.
to get something sooner.
Yeah.
But we was messing around with Doug Plagans.
Yeah.
And so
And the Panther. You
And the
can't you can't
Panther.
leave Stanley C's
and I
out
was
there.
Yeah,
you
leave
know?
him
harassing
out there.
They
Stanley
gave us
C.
some nice
You
cuts.
can't leave them.
Yeah.
This.
Plus, Plagans, he'll judge us for sure.
Look, mine's red.
I like that one. Was that collector puck 1 of 3 or 2?
30.
I got 2.
Three. I got 3.
I got 3 of 3.
3 of 3.
Mhm.
No one got the one?
Someone's got to go play Thanos and go get the other Infinity Stone.
I'll be right back.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Teos, the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. If you missed last night, the Falcons, they win in the last minute against the Eagles, 22-21. I recommend firing up the Odyssey app at some point today and just tuning into WIP if you just want to laugh.
So great. So great. But really, though, if they're not focusing their anger towards Vic Fangio, I don't know.
Oh, it's got to be Saquon, I would think.
But okay, what about Sirianni? You know they don't like.
Oh, they hate Sirianni
That's
too.
what I'm saying. There's so many
Sirianni.
options.
There was a great stop by CJ Gardner-Johnson. Is that the
Oh,
safety?
Yes.
And he had that great stop on Bijan Robinson
Yep.
to get the ball back. And you saw Nick Sirianni like running behind him, but like nobody was with Sirianni celebrating.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be rough.
It was really like
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
So I don't know. Let's see. Hugh Douglas and Joe Giglio. I
Yes.
think I've done a show.
This
with
is it
him.
Giglio?
Giglio? Maybe it's Giglio. I feel like I did a hit on the show one time. He used to be on BetQL.
Hugh Douglas, former defensive end for the Eagles.
Yep. I played against you.
Let's see.
You don't know football. I know football.
I want to bleed the clock. Like I hear you saying the way that they went down the field and scored.
You're not recognizing if they have 40 less seconds. You're extrapolating the drive they scored on.
Down
Down
in
in
big old
but they
world.
would have had to spike the football if they had less time.
I guess that's a Giglio.
Going to throw out routes to the sideline. I mean, we don't know that. The lesson here is they carved up our defense like they were freaking soft butter.
Ooh,
I get it,
good
but
point.
they were given
You got less
life.
time to do it.
They were dead when when that game went to the 2-minute warning. The Falcons were a dead team, and the combination of Sirianni,
Whiny.
Oh. Hey, I heard all 3 there.
They're mad at everything. That's just Philadelphia. That's just
good.
Philadelphia today.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Feels good to laugh at other people's.
it does feel. Actually, you want to know something?
Yeah.
It does feel better.
So,
It does feel better.
yeah.
It does feel better. I don't care if the Dolphins are sitting in a situation. I have no idea if the quarterback's head's okay. No idea where we're at. We're going to this game in Seattle, although we do have a little Baltimore battle because you have Mike McDonald, who is the head coach of the Seahawks, and Weaver was on his staff.
Wow, I had no idea.
You had no idea who the Seahawks coach was?
I just assume it's always going to be Pete Carroll.
Now Pete Carroll's not their coach anymore.
What? Is he front office or something?
I don't know. I don't know if he's with the organization.
I know he was misleadingly old.
No, they got a young coach. They got like a 37-year-old
What?
whiz
Whoa,
kid.
whoa, 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 whoa.
No, that's a
whoa,
word.
whoa, whoa,
No, that's
whoa,
a
whoa,
word.
whoa.
That's a word.
What the hell does misleadingly old mean?
Okay.
Deceptively is what you should have said.
Yeah, but
What? What do you mean?
I mean, well, I guess he's not deceptively old.
Because
He
he
looks
looks-
old.
no.
Nah, he's
Okay.
Him and Bill Belichick are the same age.
I know, but he doesn't
that's-
look
okay,
the same as Belichick.
correct.
That's the
'Cause
point.
he's smaller?
Exactly. No, who's smaller? Belichick smaller?
He just has a joy. He has a joy about him. Like I would
has
think
a-
That doesn't make you younger.
I would think
Oh,
Pete Carroll
come on.
is anywhere from 58 to 61.
Yes.
You know?
correct.
He's 70.
That is correct. 73.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
think that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't think that. Wouldn't think that.
It's the
You
elasticity of his
you
face.
do realize, and let me just, if I may,
He actually
Mhm.
looked older when he was younger.
I played when Pete Carroll coached for
The Patriots.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Looked old then.
You would agree he left USC with a glow.
Oh yeah, he did.
No,
He got younger.
he
in
left
USC.
USC with an escape plane.
Oh, listen, dude. Don't you talk about it if you're not going to talk about your boy Harbaugh.
Wait.
That guy's a real thief of the night.
Who was the first person to call it to Pete Carroll? Was I not the first person that said Harbaugh did to Pete Carroll? Was I not the first one?
Contingency plan.
Yeah.
Didn't this guy work for? Wasn't McDonald? Wasn't he with Harbaugh for a year?
Who? Old McDonald?
No, Mike.
thought he had a
The
farm.
Seahawks coach, Mike McDonald. Wasn't he at Michigan?
Yeah. Children.
I'm pretty sure he was at Michigan. I think the Harbaughs passed him around like he was.
Wasn't he the defensive coordinator at Michigan? But he was with his brother.
He was
in
with Jim,
Baltimore.
and then he went to John.
Oh no, I thought I got it backwards.
Yeah, I think that's.
So he was with Jim, then he went to John. He was defense coordinator with John. Now
He
he's
was
head coach.
2021 defensive coordinator for Jim.
Right.
He was with John.
Then he went to Jim.
Then he went to Jim for a year. Then he went back to John.
Back to John, and then became.
Now he's on his own.
Right.
Okay, so Michael McDonald, coach of the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Michael McDaniel, the artist.
No.
Whoa. Head coach of the Seahawks.
No. So, but Weave's got to have some insight, though. Yeah. A little Bob and Weave. He knows what's going on there.
Jerome Baker revenge game.
Jerome Baker revenge game is on. We swapped linebackers.
Ooh, we did. I don't know how I feel about that yet, too. By the way, I mean that was the knock on Jerome Baker. There were many years where you're like, I don't know if he makes a difference.
I felt that way for the longest time about Jerome Baker too. Like he didn't make a difference, but Jerome Baker on Hard Knocks made me have like a new love for Jerome Baker, which is why Hard Knocks is a good thing.
Yeah.
But him playing through all those injuries, and then didn't he like pop his wrist back in to finish a game?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
And when he was gone, I think after he did that, return to the game, I think he was gone for a couple of weeks. You missed him. You felt his absence.
Definitely felt his absence. I think he had. I think he's had. I think he's had like 6 tackles, and I think he had like a fumble recovery since he's been there. So, yeah, and he's young. He's 27. He's not old.
Is he? Oh wow.
No. So Jordyn Brooks.
Yeah.
You better show out, buddy. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
This is a you're on notice game.
Wow, already.
Maybe that's strong.
This is crazy. Like what? Yeah, but Braxton Berrios though, dude. I mean, come on.
You know,
It's very early.
I wouldn't have. I would have told the magazine, put it off a week. You know, put it off a week.
Yeah,
getting smoked by the Bills. Not the time to be on Ocean Drive going into a pool. That's just me. That's just me personally. That's just me. You know. Now listen, I would never take my shirt off for a magazine, but if I did have abs like Braxton Berrios, I would just put them away for a week. That's all. I'd be like, hey, Ocean, just can we put it off a week? Let's get this win against the Seahawks. You know, everybody's kind of frazzled about the Bills.
A lot of those people don't have direction like that. They don't know.
Sting.
And also, why is he going into the pool with his clothes on?
I'm not understanding.
It only, you know what?
It's giving, I got too drunk at Duffy's and now I'm in the pool. Strange.
I mean, at least they didn't put a football in his hands.
Yeah, honestly.
Been having a little problem with that.
Dynamic kickoff doing nothing.
I told you that
was
before
hoping
the
for some
season
action.
started.
Hoping for
Did I
some
not
action.
say that to you before the season started? Now you're acting shocked.
I just was hoping for a little action.
No,
baby.
it is what it is.
They promised me
Like,
action.
why are you hoping? It is what it is. If all those guys, if every other wide receiver hadn't gotten hurt,
That's our boy right there.
it could still be your boy.
It's very interesting.
He looks like he's in like a Seal music video.
Just don't understand. Like,
Except Seal's black.
Well, yeah, of course.
So make it a Latino Seal. Who's Latino Seal?
Enrique Iglesias.
Would you catch
Oh,
if I
yeah.
throw you the ball?
There you go.
That's possibly the most perfect one.
This is how he fields a punt.
That's how he caught that pass that he dropped.
It's fair catching it. Man.
He is very good at the fair catch.
Yeah.
Very good at the fair catch.
Need a little bit more.
Why they don't have him out there? I gotta be honest
Ooh.
with you. Like,
Oh, that's got to go on the dartboard. Recreate that.
Oh, yeah.
Recreate
That
that.
was coming.
Recreate that picture like the Big Bob.
Sexy Sauce says he looks like a Creed album.
It just pick one, anyone.
This is because he's gotten into TikTok fame. Yeah, this is why, like, all of a sudden he's in the pool. Because like Jaime Jaquez did something similar to this, but he at least had a giant flamingo float.
And he also scored 20 a game.
I'm pretty sure Jaime's GQ.
Now, if McCaffrey would have did this, we'd have a whole different
Of course.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Also, though, GQ a little bit higher than like Ocean Drive.
Yeah,
man.
Ocean
No
Drive. Like, who's
offense.
reading Ocean Drive? What are you reading? It's the hair parlor and
No, that's
hair parlor on Lincoln Road.
I'm at the dentist reading up.
That's definitely their audience, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say for sure. By the way, hair parlor.
Huh?
Interesting.
Salon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
What are the?
understood.
I don't know what the old call it.
The parlor.
Greta, look at this.
Look at little Braxton.
He plays for the Dolphins.
I tell you what, if I was 30 years old, I'd give him a run for his money.
Sounds like Harry's gonna have some blue chew when he gets home.
It's okay, you know. At least there's age restrictions.
Must be over 21. I can't believe I was critiquing Tom Brady last week. Must be over 21.
Still more entertaining, I will say.
Take a break. Back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored.
I should have like a
Brought to you by the Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your local Lexus dealer. Yes? Wow, you're a bully, huh?
Yeah, she's over there bullying.
Murderer. Bully. What did you do?
She said to Marcos,
Uh-huh.
just do it, fat boy.
Right?
Wow.
Nice.
That isn't
I was like,
Stop it right now, okay? It was taken out of context.
No.
Oh,
What's the
what
right
part
content?
did I take it out? The
What?
fat or the
You're a
boy?
fat
Yeah.
shamer.
Wow, dude.
Oh, we only had one fat shamer on this show.
No, me too.
Apparently not.
You know what? I am a victim here because you don't understand what happened before
A victim.
Leroy got in the room.
Oh, that's what it is, huh?
I was only acting out because of that.
All right.
Wow.
We missed
Leroy.
Hey, Leroy have nothing to do with that.
Yeah. It did hurt, but it's okay. I'll be able to power through. for the
Well,
rest
why
of the
did you
show.
push her button so much?
I promise I didn't. I just said hello. How's your day? And she's like, mind your business.
That's a lie.
Fatty McFat fat.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Don't understand what I did.
Wow.
She's gotten very, very aggressive, you know?
Well,
Aggressive.
it's Tuesday.
Turn up Tuesday. Right? Is that a thing?
What?
Sorry.
Dolphins, in the midst of the 6 minutes of Game Day Uncensored.
Wait, did you see that? Somebody just said Jameis Winston calls a play like he has a surprise to tell in the huddle.
Dolphins are getting ready for the Seattle Seahawks. Some of the Dolphins spoke yesterday. First, we'll hear from Jaylen Waddle. Or should I wait on that one, Frogboiii?
10 seconds. 10 seconds. We'll hear from Jaylen Waddle.
Because Jaylen Waddle has known Tua for a very long time. Back to
Correct.
college.
Alabama Day.
Cares
Wait,
about
Like
it.
Did he also
me,
know
like
Bryce
me
Young?
and Steve Everett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Who one time saved your fingers with his tape.
With his
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
tape from his hair, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because instead of having a
but
headband like a
Steve
normal
would-
person,
Steve's hair was about as long as JFig's.
is he
Wow.
still in the
And he-
keys being an artist?
Yes. And he would tape it. He would tape it with regular tape that you put on your ankles.
Yep.
Yikes.
Because he's a Viking,
Yes, he is. But if
not a Minnesota Viking.
if I'm going into
No.
a scrum, he played for the Eagles for a while. If I had to go into a scrum, he's the first call I'm making.
Yeah.
That dude is tough.
But Jaylen Waddle, he was asked about Tua and his mindset right now. A lot of people said that Tua's been around the building. He's been smiling. Here was Jaylen Waddle yesterday on Tua.
Yeah, man, it's always sad when you see your guy go down like that. But yeah, we play a dangerous game, man. I think that the whole world get to see how dangerous this game is and how everybody put their body on the line week in and week out.
How's he doing from what you've seen?
He's doing good, man. Talk to him. He in good spirits. Got the team in good spirits, and everybody praying for him and hoping health.
Do you think Jaylen Waddle just like went into his ear after he was feeling better? He goes, "Why didn't you slide, man?"
Okay.
Dude, he couldn't have slid.
Yeah, it was a
Where
weird
his
angle.
body was, he couldn't slid. Sometimes it's just interesting for people that don't play sports. Sometimes your body gets caught in an awkward position where you can't get to where you want it to be.
Fight or flight.
So his head was forward. It would have been hard for him to get to the slide position. So he tried to just go down and protect himself. Sometimes when you try to protect yourself, you actually put your body in harm's way even more. So when he turned his head, he tried to drop down and supposedly protected himself. He actually put himself in a more dangerous situation. It happens. I'm telling you, I ended up in the hospital tackling a guy that weighed 145 pounds because I did the same thing Tua did. I went to tackle him. I had never really made a whole bunch of tackles. I turned my head and the same exact thing happened.
What they call it?
Only
man?
difference between him and me was I woke up in the hospital.
They call him the icicle.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Right.
Okay.
He was more like that pregnancy ice. He wasn't even the whole ice cube. He was
that's
tiny.
good ice.
The
though.
crunchy ice.
Yeah,
That
that's
you
good
put a little
ice.
Coke. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. You pour that Kool-Aid over that crunch ice.
That's that Chick-fil-A
goodness.
ice too, right?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A ice.
Also
Picture
good.
Bill Belichick
And
waking you up in the hospital. and
He
being
wake me up. What?
I do. Though. I picture him like when you wake up and you're like, Bill, what happened? The ice cube knocked you out cold.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay,
But
Bill.
listen, here's what you don't understand. He didn't have to say nothing. The whole team was like, dude, he weighed $150. What are you doing? Say, I never tackled nobody like that before.
Perfect shot.
So, like, yeah, I understand. Look,
Wow.
your body gets caught in awkward positions.
Mhm.
Did you see what happened to Pacheco? Not Pacheco. Pacheco,
yeah.
yes. He got caught in you think he wanted to be folded up like laundry?
Should've slid.
No. So it happens.
Speaking of running backs, Devon Achane,
Oh, yeah.
he was questionable going into that game with an ankle, but he said he wasn't going to miss that game. You know, Mostert's out, not missing that game. He had 29 touches in a game that he maybe was not going to play, even though he said he was always going to play, but said wasn't sore afterwards.
Makes sense.
I actually didn't feel that bad. I feel like I was more mad that we lost, so I wasn't as tired and sore because I was, kind of mad that we lost the game. But I mean, I wasn't that bad. It didn't feel that bad.
You ever get does anger ever trump your pain, Leroy?
Yeah. I remember getting mad at a linebacker, and I went over there to have words with him, and he said, "Ooh, fix your finger, dude."
Oh,
I didn't even realize.
You had the baldy?
I didn't even realize. I was so mad at him because look, the one thing that I hated about football, right?
That's gross.
Don't wait until after the play to be tough, right? We got a whole game to play, and then you want to be tough after the whistle blown. You want to get up in my face after the, and so I fell on my hand and it got bent back. Look, it's still crooked. Look at my little pinky, still crooked, right?
It's gross.
I got it bent, and I got up because he was over me talking, right? And so I got up and say, "You ain't playing football during the play." And you're like, he said, "Man, go get your hand fixed. That's just nasty."
It's a good comeback.
Right? I'm like, "What?" I said, "I didn't even realize." So I just kind of like, there. Nah, where were we? Yeah, he
Next
was like,
point.
he said, "I ain't messing with you."
Man's man, Zach Sealer, who was not happy about them giving up a 49-yard touchdown run. But he says, now is the time for leadership because he's a man's man, Zach Sealer.
Yeah, it's huge. I think, it's a McDaniel preaches it's a player's team. It's the players' locker room. And, when you have the veteran leadership there, that some guys have been through situations like this and some have been through worse. And you lean on that leadership and that experience to either guide young guys or steer the team in the right direction where you can make the corrections and not take it on the chin and not be, soft if someone's trying to make you corrections or call you out for something you didn't do good enough and be like, hey, no, I need to make that better. I need to play better. We need to play better, whatever that is. When you have leadership and veterans like that, I think that's when you can really kind of grow and build to something great.
Wow. What a leader. What a guy.
What a man.
Love him. You don't see him on the cover of any magazines,
Oh, no way.
Because we don't
If
get
he
Hunters
was,
or us.
If he was, he
We
would
don't
have
get
an
Hunter and
axe in his hand.
Fisher.
Oh, you
Axe
think
for
he's
sure.
on Fisherman's Weekly?
Yeah.
Or the Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woodsman Weekly.
Like just sitting in the woods with some eye black on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Making
you know
little
what? Bass Pro Shops at least here. in
Bass Pro
Miami.
Shop.
You think Zach
Right.
Sealer's doing sexy Bass Pro Shops?
Yeah.
Shoots?
Yeah.
He's in the tank.
But he's
swimming.
in the tank swimming with the fish.
A man's man, Zach Sealer. And I look to chop
Yeah.
wood with my flannel shirt cut off at the sleeve.
Oh,
Honestly,
he's
that's
definitely
what I
doing
would
that what's that commercial? The flannel commercial with the tough guy. You know what I'm talking about?
More like Ass Pro Shop.
No, not Bass Pro Shop. What's-
Okay.
What? What's the name of that commercial with the jeans and the flannel shirts and the underwear?
Oh, I know the
You know
underwear
what
you're
I'm
talking about. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Trapper?
No, not Trafford.
Duluth traded.
Duluth.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's doing Duluth
Zach
commercials.
Sealer's using his off day to shoot a lumberjack calendar.
Yeah. Just
Half a life. That's just terrible. Zach attack time? No. -1. That's terrible.
February is me riding.
-1.
February is me riding a moose.
With just boots on.
Wouldn't that be something if he actually came to the arena, to the stadium on horseback?
That would be
You're
epic.
gonna say on a moose.
On a moose.
This is my dog.
Or he walked in with a lion.
I definitely see him as the type of guy that would have like a camo wrapped car, but has like antlers on the hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here hunting quarterbacks. Well, no more 50-yard runs, all right? Like let's tighten that up, Zach. Sealer it on up.
Please.
Take a break. Mix things up. But first, Leroy, you know,
Yes.
Zach Sealer, you're gonna stop some of them football statistics, you know?
Oh my God. So, I've been hearing you guys doing your little, I'm in. I'm in.
You're in?
Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. All you have to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. For this month, you got 2 more weeks. As an additional sweetener, if Caleb Williams gets 1 yard passing, that gets you an automatic win every football weekend in September. So you got 2 weeks left. Prize Picks put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get money as quick as 15 minutes. By the way, here's my picks. Let me go with my picks.
What you got, buddy? What you got?
This is my picks last week. And I got to tell you, it sucked. Like, so I figured, because here's what happens. I'm not mad at you guys. I can't be mad at you guys no more.
Why?
Because here's what happens. Because you go in there and you pick one, you pick another one, and then you see what that money you're gonna pay.
Yeah.
And then you just keep picking them. So here's what I had. You automatically get the Caleb Williams. So I got that.
Okay.
Right? I had Lamar Jackson, 50 or more yards. He ended up with 48. CD Lamb, more than 88 yards receiving. Baker Mayfield, less than 262. Travis Kelce, more than 53 yards.
He was a ghost.
He had 1 yard. And Cooper Kupp got hurt. So I think like they have a thing where you still can get paid.
That's cool.
They wouldn't include, if he doesn't play
I
enough.
like this prize picks,
So,
dude.
right. So here's what you got to do. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code WQAM and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code WQAM, and you don't even have to win to get the $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for more details.
Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor.
Show's been a whirlwind today, man.
Yeah, it has.
One of those shows where just like I'm like, oh my god, it's already 1 o'clock coming up.
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna be the slowest last hour ever.
Yeah, true.
We're gonna be live at Panthers Media Day tomorrow. By the way, it should be fun. We're gonna be at the. I haven't been to the new Iceplex. I haven't been to the new place.
You keep them away from the Panthers food, all right?
Oh,
those are for champions.
I don't know, man. Well,
actually, they did it last year and we won, so they may have to.
They may have to do it again. You may have to
do it again.
But I don't know. JFig might get some hurt feelings because the last time she was there,
Lombard.
The last time you were there, we saw Lombard eating an omelet.
So true. It's so true.
So I don't know.
At least I have that memory.
You do have that memory. You do have that memory forever. Let's mix it on up, dude, huh?
It's
that time of day.
Mix it on up.
So no Bryce Young, huh? Doesn't take your fancy?
No.
I mean, me personally, he is kind of fast. It's kind of fast. You know how I feel about that. Also, Alabama quarterback, the connection with Jaylen Waddle potentially,
Right.
I think there's something there. But I also agree with you in that, I'm not going to trade for him.
No, I'm not going to trade for him. I'm not going to trade for him. But I know that they've already been boxed in. They're already going to get rid of him.
Absolutely.
Because who has a worse situation? Like the Broncos right now? Like who has somebody they're not going to get rid of so much that they would trade for Bryce Young? Can't see it.
But you think they're just going to drop him outright?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
So there's no value. I guess you're right. There's no value in him. So
No value.
What else?
Never been less value.
Wow.
And that's where you need Mike McDaniel to come in right into his nerdy bosom.
Yeah. Right
And
here.
say,
Just right there.
Bryce, I got you. I got you, buddy.
An actual quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he cares about the human.
Coach
What
Canal.
was that?
That's him purring. That's Bryce Young up against his chest.
I don't like
his
that.
bosom.
That makes
That's
me
right
uncomfortable.
against Mike McDaniel's bosom.
That's definitely bosom sound. For sure.
What do you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Jordyn Brooks.
Ah.
Jordyn Brooks, as we mentioned, former Seahawk. As the Seahawks are known for, 12th man.
They are known for the 12th man.
It's going to be hard for Skylar Thompson
Yes.
to be.
It's a cool place to walk around when you get there early.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
is.
fun.
The hip hop museum.
It's
is right next
very
to it.
loud. Very loud.
You played there?
Huh?
You played there?
I played when it was a dome.
That's what I was about to say. I thought you were Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Have you played? Did you play in the new place?
I don't know. When was it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think if I don't remember playing outside. So,
But still, it was loud when it was Kingdom too.
oh my God.
Hmm.
Brutal.
What did Jordyn Brooks have to say, Marcos?
Jordyn Brooks talked. 2002, by the way, was when the Lumen Field, I believe, is what they play on. That's when that new dome opened. Jordyn Brooks talks about the 12th man and how they can either manipulate it or fall to its loud velocity. I don't think I used that word.
Yeah, it can get loud in there if we allow it. The fans out there, they're crazy about the team. And so, whenever the Seahawks are making plays or whatever, they get really loud. And so, but I think we can control that if we play our game.
All right. I mean, take the crowd out of it. That's definitely, you can get the crowd to be a little bit too sleepy. But, hey, Jordyn, we got our eyes on you, dude. You don't let Jerome Baker outperform you. Don't let it happen.
Do not.
I don't know what that looks like, but just don't let it happen. First and foremost, get the win. All right.
Wow.
Winners get to write history.
Wow, that was we're that good. That was just.
What else you got in this bag? Stupid.
So we talked about my shock at Pete Carroll no longer coaching the Seahawks.
How about our shock that he's not in his 60s?
Right, I'm telling you, deceptively old. Do you know who coaches the Panthers?
I know what his name looks like, and I don't really know how to pronounce it. I think it's Canales.
Yeah, I think it's Dave Canales.
Canales?
So I mean, it looks like Canales.
Hey, don't put them. You ain't got to put the Miami twist on everything, Marcos.
I think people would say he's a little like Cliff Kingsbury, sneaky handsome.
Well, he's a little handsome here. Very young too.
Well, you know what make it real ugly?
Yeah.
0-5.
Like, what did he have to say?
Well, as you know, there's a controversial quarterback situation going on in Carolina that you're closely
It's not
monitoring.
controversial.
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 I don't know if you saw that
You decided
It
to
should be
start.
pronounced Canales, by the way.
You decided to
Canales,
start a
yeah.
quarterback that nobody knew was still in the league over a number 1 pick. It's not a controversy.
I think that's the definition of a controversy.
No, it's not.
So,
If you once you made that decision, the controversy is over.
What
The
is-
controversy is whether I should make this move.
it is noticeable, like how young, like Bryce Young sounds, right? Like it's not only that he's tiny, but he sounds like nervous and shook.
Because
He needs Mike McDaniel.
But here's the problem, dude. Like, why do you think that's life?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that? Oh, he's just supposed to go in there and be a professional.
That's why he needs Mike McDaniel's warming bosom.
yes, we were.
You weren't here for that.
Discussing this.
Probably best.
What did this fraud have to say?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure if you guys saw the quote he had prior to the benching. You should have seen the writing on the wall. He hit him with the Brian Flores, aka
He said
our
it-
quarterback.
he said he's our
He's
quarterback?
our quarterback. It's classic. Yeah. Which immediately after led to Andy Dalton being promoted, and this is his reasoning on the Red Rifle taking the reins.
What makes you say that? His resume speaks for itself. You know, he's an experienced player. He's got a lot of football in his history. So I'm excited for Andy with this opportunity. And I believe he gives us our best chance to win this week.
Look, his resume does speak for itself.
But it doesn't. It's not like this high regarded resume.
It's not.
What
it's
are you talking
Andy
about?
Dalton. It's, you literally could just say it's a lot of football
wait.
in his history. That's his
He's-
resume.
He's a couple of steps above Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. The only difference between him and Fitzpatrick is he always made the first round and lost. Because him and Marvin Lewis had a run of like getting to the first round.
Marvin Lewis is one like what he did in Cincinnati will go unnoticed.
Oh yeah.
Because of that organization. But like, wow. Look, dude, where are we in football?
Hmm?
When you, as a manager of a multi-billion-dollar organization, have to go in front of people and say, Andy Dalton gives us our best chance to win. Think about that.
It's not great.
Not great.
If you're Carolina's fan base, how many of them are going, who?
I want to see what that diner had to say that mocked the owner. I want to see what they have outside their building today.
You guys got time for one more?
One more.
It is a Mike McDaniel, though. You sure you got time?
Yeah, I got time.
All right, cool. Mike McDaniel details why. I guess this makes it official, right? Why they signed Tyler Huntley. This was him speaking yesterday.
He did mention it. I just haven't. I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, like I haven't
I
seen
don't
like
think
a-
I've seen a release on it.
I haven't.
Do you need to release when they told you?
No. I just wanted to know if like he's like on the active roster because I don't think they've made a roster move. I think that's the whole point of it.
Right.
Well, this is what he had to say in regards to why they.
It's been apparent from afar, and then having some coaches that have been around him. He was replacing the league MVP, and you could tell from far away that he was a guy that the team absolutely believed could lead them to victory. I think that's a very huge, tangible thing for a non-QB1 necessarily. And so for us, without knowing exact timelines, we got to learn firsthand a nice reminder of how it only takes one play, and your what you think your depth is changes abruptly. So this was, that's a move for moving forward to secure some depth, in case of the unforeseen, which is timelines for us as it relates to Tua.
So,
what?
If I may, when he had to replace the quarterback, they didn't go, "Ooh, we have Tyler Huntley." They went, "Damn, look who we got replacing Lamar Jackson." Right? Because nobody can replace Lamar Jackson.
No.
So I appreciate, when you make a move, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you make a move, you want everybody to understand and feel good about your move.
Believe in it.
Believe in it.
Yep.
However, he could have finished, he could have got that and say, we need some depth at that position.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
He had things to say.
But saying, they had confidence in him enough that they had him back up the MVP. Not without their fingers crossed. Because that's what the backup quarterback is. The only situation in football that everybody would be okay with it is Atlanta.
Perhaps this is just me. Maybe.
No. Oh my God.
They're just hoping because maybe Skylar doesn't have that Matt Moore in him. And so, if it does go rough, maybe Huntley's got a little bit more Matt Moore to him. And what I mean is you need a quarterback who can come in cold, and let it rip. And Matt Moore was the
can
best
run
at
for his
that.
dear life.
Or can run for his life.
Yeah, do both.
Now, Matt Moore, when he had a week of prep, bum.
Absolutely. Too prepared.
I am amazed at how you have taken a sport that I truly love and had just made it I feel like I'm at one of those fairs where I'm trying to throw the little plastic thing on top of the Coke bottle, right? Talking to you with football, that's what it's like.
Throwing the ring on the Coke?
You try to throw it, but that Coke bottle is the hardest substance known to man, and so is that little plastic. Tick, 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 bounces all over the place.
And it looks easy to do.
It looks easy.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Speaking of carnivals, were you traumatized as a kid when you had to put the frog on the catapult and you had to flip it into the lily pad? Did that bother you? Hey, you gotta go to break now.
I didn't know where that
He was probably like, that frog's a bum. I can do this, Mom.
You got a prize for this? Back after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM.
JFig, be careful. There's a handsome man on your camera.
You're being a lot nicer to them than they have been to you today, man. I gotta tell you.
Hey, I haven't said nothing about
I don't understand,
Couple
dude.
of bullies.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
Rough, man.
No, you're not. You haven't bullied me, but you've started some rumors. So.
I haven't started rumors.
We're about to.
Hey, don't be mad at me that you just lip locking with folks.
I'm not.
And then you
See,
say
that's
you don't even
wrong.
know.
Stop. Do you see
Yeah.
how they start?
Hey, dude over there,
Oh,
right? He came over to say hi. What's up? Bap, bap, dap me up.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I was gonna do
He
the
said,
same.
Hi.
By the way,
So I thought,
Hmm?
by the way he was going in, right,
Yeah.
that he knew her.
That they had a rapport. of some
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he said, he introduced himself. I'm like,
JFig was
wow.
like, nice to meet you.
I
That's
said
what
wow.
JFig. She said, nice to meet you.
right.
And
he went in.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I
bit
was like,
much.
wow.
You smooching Radio Libre?
Yes. yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I said,
Wait.
and I put my hand out and
She put
everything
it
to say
too
nice
low.
to meet you.
You put it too low.
Yeah.
And that's where his hand was. What do you mean? He
He
put
wasn't-
it right where your hand was.
He was. He had
That
his
wasn't
hand.
too low,
He had
okay?
his hand like this to pull you closer.
Yeah.
That's what he did
That's
to
very-
go in.
Then old
Okay, well,
Smoochy McGee over here.
I did not. I did
Oh,
not initiate
smooches.
that. Okay?
Smooches over there.
Smooch Doggy Dog decided, hey, let
Yeah.
me say nice
So
to
she was
meet
like,
you.
I'm like, whoa,
Hmm.
JFig, I didn't know you knew him. I didn't.
Yeah.
Did
Third
it.
time they've met, though. Third
This
time.
is not the
Ah.
third time we've met.
Matter of fact, she interviewed him for a job and walked him around the building.
Oh.
What do you mean? No, I didn't.
Did not.
How
How many
Job
times
was
is enough
great.
for a smooch?
Yeah,
You know
3
what?
times.
No.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Teos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen.
Oh
man.
no,
Wild.
but I did here. Listen, I
You're
didn't
about
mention.
to answer
I didn't-
to this.
I didn't bring it up
Hmm?
on air, but when I went down there and there was all, hanging out with sales, I did yell down the hall, "Hey, Stanley C. Panther, where were you when Victor E. Rat was getting his ass kicked?"
What was his response?
Accountability.
He
Like,
went,
what kind of body movement? Okay.
he didn't talk.
Yeah.
Obviously, which is why.
Right.
It's
what
against
body
mascot
movement.
code.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ooh,
Were you ever a
JFig is
mascot,
smooch
Tobin?
ugly.
Was I ever a mascot?
Yeah.
I was never a mascot. I
Really, he was a ball boy.
I was a ball boy for the University of Puerto Rico. But my buddy was a
Oh.
mascot. He was Bucky, and he
Oh, way
mooned.
to ruin that.
He mooned the cafeteria
Well,
with his red feather ass, not like his actual.
all right. No, that's fine.
Wait,
Isn't that
Dude,
a, isn't
what
that a
kind of
guess
school was
mascot
that?
code?
Well, our mascot's
Mooning?
Bucky the parrot. He was a red macaw.
Hmm.
You know, same one that she.
Oh,
Macaw?
you off the macaw?
Yeah, she killed a macaw.
Wow.
I didn't. No.
Hey, was that
What kind of bird was it?
what was that big ass bird you were cuddling
That's
like
a
this?
macaw.
Looked like a
Look,
giant.
that was
I
macaw?
don't know different types of birds. All I know is that the one I was
They're all
babysitting.
targets.
Why were you asking to
was-
babysit a bird? You don't even know nothing about birds.
It was a parrot.
Oh,
That's what
it's
a
a
macaw
little.
is.
Okay, well I didn't know that. I don't know.
A macaw's not a parrot.
I was house sitting and the bird just happened to be there,
I see.
and I had to give it
hashtag keep Bucky
pills or
safe.
something.
It's a wonder I haven't been asked back. Anyway, so they just dropped the trailer for the Jimmy Butler Netflix show that he's on with LeBron and Sabonis,
I was gonna say there's
Ant-Man,
more people on there than just
and Tatum.
It's funny. You think everywhere that a city has a guy, they're calling it the same way you did?
The Jimmy Butler show?
The Jimmy Butler show.
I don't know. I don't know. You want to peruse it? You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
All right. This is Starting 5. It's coming out on Netflix in about 3 weeks.
Wow.
Right, beginning of camp, almost a
A
little
little
bit after
bit,
camp.
yeah, right after camp starts, a couple weeks before the season starts. I don't know if Netflix is because usually Netflix drops the whole show. They don't do that nonsense.
Yeah, I like
except for Love Is Blind. They've gotten a little cute with Love Is Blind.
They've gotten cute with a couple
Wait,
shows.
Love Is Blind. Don't they have like 1,000 episodes?
No, it's like
like
about
totally,
10,
yeah,
11.
probably.
What's the show that has like all those like every
That's Love Island.
Love Island.
Love Island,
Yeah.
right? Like
That's good.
Different platform.
Okay.
Love Island, you have to wait for a new one every day, though.
Oh, every day. Sorry. Every day. It's too many episodes.
It's not too many episodes.
40 episodes in a season?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What are you doing for 2 weeks? You wouldn't love the idea of
you're
having
not
a new-
working.
Well, you wouldn't love a new show every single night?
When was
Actually,
the last
yeah.
time you worked 5 days in a row?
You're lashing it.
No, that's a way to avoid the.
This is probably why it is Frog Boy.
Yeah. You know why? Because I need mental health, emotional days from you abusive people.
Wow, that's how rumors get started.
Oh my goodness.
Been a lot of lashing out today,
It's a lot of
and I'm glad none of it has been at me.
Yeah. Scot free today.
I mean, why don't you listen during the next break?
Still time.
Go eat your chicken sandwich. You're probably a little cranky.
It's me.
Right?
It's my fault.
Why would I? I'm helping you out.
You are. You're helping me reach the goal of allowing JFig to continue to make fun of me.
While she plots to smooch the guy next door.
Look at her.
Yeah, I'm telling you, caught me off guard.
Moochie McGee.
It really caught me off guard.
Caught
Like,
me off
what?
guard too. What
You
do
said,
mean?
but I said, hey, you know him?
Wait, look over there. It's
No.
very obvious.
Look, he's looking at you right now.
No, he's
Look,
not.
Robbie
Stop.
a smooch break.
he's looking over at us.
Oh.
Is she looking at me? Yeah, I know. Put them lips on her.
Can we watch the video, please?
All right, this is Starting Five on Netflix.
Basketball is a beautiful sport. We love going out there playing in front of the fans.
I got kids. I got a family.
Everyone thinks our dad is the legend of basketball, but he's just like a normal person.
It's showtime.
Halloween.
I don't know if there's many leagues that have bigger stars in the NBA.
I'm Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Domantas Sabonis, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James.
Show me how you shine. Show me how you shine.
Ready? You know, in the NBA, everyone's watching.
Say cheese.
There's an expectation that comes with that.
Seems like they're playing harder than you are.
Y'all stop trapping me, bro. Huh?
Losing does hurt. But what always brings me back is my family.
Family over everything.
I wouldn't be here without him.
He's a pretty girl.
No one's ever seen me in an intimate space like this.
Yo, chill. The cameras is on.
It's like I'm living a dream.
Surprised at myself at this point.
It might be a game for you, but like this is like my life.
Welcome to my world.
It's hectic, but I don't think nobody can stop me.
I'm like a king of all trades. I think that's what the saying is. The black king of all trades.
I am the best. That is a statement.
Gonna get that easy, I'm okay.
Throughout the course of a long NBA season, I prepare my body for battle.
I know I'm in better shape than everybody.
Must be the shoes. I'm like, bet.
And I love being in the court.
I couldn't play in the NBA. Right to Jack. LeBron James. Oh, man. Sabonis makes something out of that. How you play, boy? Jimmy Butler's a machine. That's 100%.
Yes.
Slow down.
You've never seen anything like this.
Where you at?
There you go. Starting Five.
So, question.
Netflix. Wow. Good trailer.
So, question.
They didn't really find a lot of Sabonis in there, huh?
So, question.
Wow, there was no Sabonis.
Let's rank them.
Sabonis is a narrator.
Rank them of interest.
Well,
Who's gonna be the most
just far
interesting?
as like
Jimmy.
like stars that you really. So I would go LeBron,
of course.
Jimmy is number 2, Ant-Man number
one.
3, Sabonis number 4, and Tatum just he's just not.
Hey, Deuce, what do you want to do today?
But no, it's not. I'm just saying it's not that he's not famous, but I'm saying like interesting.
Tatum? No, he's not.
Right.
Sabonis, maybe Sabonis is interesting.
Like,
have
I don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't know.
I would based on putting none of him in the trailer, I would say no.
I was like, LeBron's family has a more prominent role. than Sabonis.
Well, you did produce it, you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
But producing it means you just paid for it.
Well, I think you also have creative control, though.
Well, yeah,
You know,
sure,
LeBron's gonna have some say.
But yeah, so like, yeah,
pretty good.
that's how I.
That was
look.
good.
It answered a lot of my questions in regards to Jimmy Butler, like what the timeline was. Yes, they have emo Jimmy. Yes, they have him at the
They have
music
him in the
video.
Fallout Boy music video.
Yeah,
a lot of
and
music videos last year.
a lot of extra
Well,
things.
he had a lot of extra time.
Is this the first time we've ever seen his child?
Because he wasn't playing basketball.
on
He has
public,
2,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 2.
Yeah.
He's a black king of all trades.
It's a jack of all trades.
That's not what he said.
That's what he
I
said,
know.
though.
He said it wrong.
They were wrong.
But that's what he said.
That's what he says. So that's
King
what
of
it
all.
is.
I would agree, though. He is a king of all trades.
I would like him to be a king of one trade, basketball.
Side quests.
True. Or maybe getting Dame Lillard traded over here. If he can
I would be
become
a fan of that. Yes.
What now?
I would be a fan of that.
Yeah.
Get a trade what?
Damian Lillard over
Yeah,
here.
over here. If he can become the king of that trade, that'd be pretty
Damian Lillard for Jimmy?
No.
What?
Who you gonna trade?
Yeah, you can have time.
Figure it out. That's not my choice.
See what I'm saying? This is
That's not my
like
choice.
no. You get
You're
mad
about
at
to
people
get
for not
lost.
having grown
You're
folk
about to get
conversation.
I like my team.
Wait, you get mad at people for not having grown folk conversation
Mm-hmm.
and understanding that you got to give to get. But then when I ask you the same question, not my problem.
It's not
I
my problem.
want him. Like
He's just not
You're a
going to say
child.
who we.
you're a child.
He's
I'm not a child.
You're a child.
I'm not a child.
You're a
I
child.
like my team.
No,
I told you I'm a changed man.
I like the team too
Oh,
on the court.
Okay.
They haven't been on the court in 2 years.
You're right.
So what is there to like?
Oh, a lot, dude.
There's
lot.
nothing in life and sports you would wait 2 years like this for.
What are you talking about? Wait 2 years.
2 years.
They haven't played together.
Who?
In 2 years. The group that said you, dude, I'm gonna stick you with this.
Scary Terry just got
Oh,
here.
so that's the game changer.
Oh, we got a lot of game changers. All right, we got Khalil Ware. We got a healthy
yeah.
Duncan Robinson.
You're looking at the future in-season tournament
Again.
champions.
You're still hanging your hat on
Hmm?
the same guys who haven't played together 20 games.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh,
It's all coming together,
okay.
baby. Right at the right time.
And you keep doing that. In the next year, we're gonna have the same conversation.
Nah, it's not gonna happen
Okay,
this year.
because what's gonna be different this year?
We got a lot of things that are different.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting.
We got
Tell 'em.
Khalil Ware.
Oh, that's
No,
one.
no,
We
no,
got
no.
Swedish
That-
Swish.
You know they don't like playing young guys.
Oh, they're gonna play young guys. They're gonna play young guys.
That's one of the changes this year.
Yep, that's gonna be one.
We
of the
play young
changes.
guys now.
Different Spo. When Spo,
Talking football in fantasy land with Easter bunnies and unicorns. Excuses
you know what they
and
say.
Pringles.
You know what they say.
What do they say?
They say don't give Spo a summer.
That's what they
Don't
say.
give
He
Spo a
was in
summer.
France.
No, don't give Spo a summer.
Why?
You give Spo a summer to plan. It's like, you know how they always say, don't give Saban the whole offseason to plan for you? Chris Fowler said that.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, because remember when Chris
all right.
Fowler reprimanded me? I always
Yeah.
felt like, oh, you were going to
Because
catch
you
Chris
didn't
Fowler
do the research.
napping.
Yeah,
And I didn't do the research.
That's right. That's right.
Because you don't give Saban a summer.
That's what he
You
said.
don't give Spo a summer. You don't give Spo a summer to prepare and be
What
in the
happened
lab.
last summer?
Well, they didn't have a summer last summer.
Yes.
Last summer they went to the finals, so they didn't have a summer.
And this summer he went to Paris.
No, dude, no. But that was only a part of the summer.
Vacation summer.
Yep. You don't give Spo a summer.
Yeah.
In the lab.
See, I can't even be too violent because
Why?
I have a puck in my hand.
I don't understand why are you disappointed in what I'm saying?
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Those pucks are
It's a
violent.
real puck. So
Year 2 Jaime?
what?
Jaime.
Year 2. Only year 2.
I'm just here. The question I have
You already went
is
through
this.
a sophomore slump.
For the last 2 years, we've gotten to this point, and you've said the same things to me. At what point is it time that no?
Well, you act like when I'm not one of the times that I said those things, they did go to the finals.
No.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, okay, but that was 2 years.
You're making it 2
That
years.
was 3 years. Yeah. it was
No,
2
that's
years.
2 years ago. You keep changing.
Okay.
math.
Wow.
Go 2 basketball years ago.
Mhm.
The third year is when they went to the finals.
No. Last year, bounced in the first round. Year before that, finals.
Ooh.
That's 2 years ago.
Okay.
So you
Year
keep saying I
before
did this for
that?
2 years. Now, that season was also a frustrating regular season.
Yeah.
But they did go to
Because
the
nobody
finals.
was healthy.
So you don't get to
So
pick.
that's we get to go with
And
the anomaly.
Did I not call?
We get to pick the anomaly. You called it.
I
You
called it.
called it. In fact, we can put ourselves in the same position this
Remember.
year, and he's gonna call it. Jimmy's
He
gonna
called it.
do it.
Jim B.
Well, let's call it now.
Call it.
Let's not wait.
So,
Let's not make you right now.
not gonna be
because
irresponsible.
Every
Come on,
year
Tobes.
you're gonna keep shooting your shots,
That's not
and
fair.
if you're right or you're wrong, it doesn't matter.
You're lashing out.
No, I'm not
You're
lashing out.
No, you're
I'm
not.
just tired. Here,
You're not going to push me into official NBA predictions before the season
I'm not
starts.
pushing
You
you
got
into
the
anything.
power.
I'm just saying, with the health questions surrounding this team, how long are we going to keep playing this game?
This game, 82 times.
Who's going to play 82 games? Who's going to play 70?
This guy's a real jokester.
Who's going to play 70?
Yeah.
Bam,
Okay.
Ooh.
Kalel,
Okay.
Jaime,
Oh, 70.
Okay.
Nico,
Okay.
Terry Rozier.
Well,
Okay.
I hope.
Oh,
fingers crossed.
there's a lot of hopes. Where you want to go with Jimmy? I
Josh
hope.
Richardson.
Well, you said
Tyler,
70.
I hope.
70 strong.
Why?
For Jimmy? He doesn't play 70 games.
That's a fifth of the season.
He's not playing 70 games.
That's a fifth of the season.
It's okay.
What if? Oh my God.
65, we would have a different conversation.
Oh, that's good.
65. So you think it's okay to miss 20 games almost?
It's not okay, but I'm just dealing with reality.
So what? And my question to you is now he's on the Armstead plan,
Mm-hmm. That's not.
and you got three
I don't
players
like
on
that.
the Armstead
I
plan.
don't like that.
You know they're gonna miss X amount of seasons.
Who's three players?
Tyler, Jimmy, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love's just here for. Let me.
Scary Terry.
Tyler Hero, I look at like a jet ski. You know, like it's fun to have. You know,
But
you
you
take
never
it
go
out.
out on the water.
Yeah, but if the weather's right, you know, you'll have it there, spice things up. It makes your life a little bit more fun, but you know, it's not going to be my main means of travel. So we'll see. Tyler's a jet ski. Jimmy,
Tyler's a jet.
you know, it's got some miles on it. But I still trust it.
You
When
know
it
what?
matters.
Jimmy,
For a road trip.
Jimmy is like your car you drive to work.
No, that's not true.
Right?
That's not true.
You bought it after Tibbs put 100,000 miles on it, right? you bought, hey, you been keep get that puppy alive, put new tires, getting the proper oil changes. Now you got 300 on it, right?
Don't forget about Alec Burks.
Who's that?
Is that who we added?
New
this one?
bench savant we got.
All right. Here we
Oh,
go.
dude.
Here we go.
Jimmy just turned 35. You treating him like he's 27.
35 is nothing, dude.
I don't know why y'all think in sports that everybody can play till they 40. Everybody can't play till they 40.
I don't think he was planning to. And then all of a sudden he saw the salaries. He goes, what? LaMelo Ball's making how much? Take a break. Back after this. In the WQM On Air staff at Smoke on the Water in Weston for Whiskey Stars and Cigars. It's Wednesday, September 25th, and it's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. Enjoy fine whiskey, a good cigar, and sports talk with the WQM On Air staff. And Duncan Robinson's going to be there. The Heat's
He'll be
Duncan
the only he'll be the
Robinson.
only tall white guy.
Yep.
The tallest
'Cause-
for sure.
But
Unless Stanley Panthers there. Oof, tall.
I drink some whiskey. I ain't smoking no cigar.
Yeah.
JFig will smoke my cigar.
Papa Fig will for sure if he shows up.
I don't smoke, but I will drink whiskey with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we take shots with Duncan Robinson? And I'm not
Can we
talking
do
basketball
that?
shots.
That wasn't my
Are we
point.
gonna?
Is that appropriate?
You want me to go ask our neighbor if he's going? Since you already have a relationship.
Oh,
Ah!
If you guys want to go, it's free to attend, but you need to RSVP at WQM.com. That gets you an invite and a complimentary cigar. You must be over 21, drink responsibly. Come hang out with us at Whiskey Stars and Cigars Wednesday, September 25th. I believe Hockman and Crowder and Solana are broadcasting live out at Smoke on the Water in Weston. And it's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, official partner of the Main Man. Nobody is better to help you flip your biz and cash out big than the Main Man. Go online at themainman.com. Sponsored by the injury law firm of Cohen and Judah, where our partner handles every single case. Visit cohenandjudah.com and see partner reviews there at the website.
Main man.
Man. You know who's a man's man?
What's that?
Ooh.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
So Mike Tomlin.
Whether you like him or not, you got to respect this job.
Yep. Mike Tomlin is got his team now 2-0. That's what they do. You know,
That's what they do.
That's what,
They'll have a
that's
stretch
what they
where
do, Bam.
wait, they'll have a stretch where they lose 5 in a row, but in the end, they're gonna be there.
Well, we learned that Mike Tomlin has a thing called the petty game ball, courtesy of his quarterback Justin Fields, and he let us know that Russell Wilson got the petty game ball because, of course, played for the Broncos, kind of ousted, done dirty, and
He
this
wasn't done dirty. Some would say Russell Wilson did the Denver Broncos dirty.
people felt like it was they did him wrong. You know, did Sean Payton and his pug face really want to wrap his arms around Mr. Unlimited?
No,
Hard to
I can
say.
see it. I can see it.
So Mike Tomlin, I don't believe, is on the record talking about the petty game ball. He was asked about it, but like a little rascal, wasn't willing to give up the deets. Here is the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach.
Mike Justin mentioned how rewarding it was to get the win in Denver for Russ. He said you gave out a petty game ball. Is that something that you've done often? Is it rewarding for you to get that win for him?
You know, none of your businesses, respectfully. There's certain things that go on among teams that I don't talk about. Whether it gets out or how it gets out is unimportant to me, and I'm not overly guarded against it. But it's just certain things as a leader that I talk to the collective about that I have zero intentions of sharing with the larger public, because it's about our collective and how we come together and how we appreciate and support one another. And, you know, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, in the last 5 minutes, I watched a grown-ass man slap his calf and say naughty things to it. and I heard a guy who took a question and made it about a hot dog and how a hot dog is made.
Yeah.
Wait, who was slapping?
No, okay, hold on. Look, I don't have to explain to you the things that happen on break that affect this team. You know?
No.
I actually have a video.
Oh, no need.
Yeah, actually, I would.
No
So what are
need.
you slapping your calf like you're the Rock?
I actually have to make sure there's no cursing, so I'll show it.
Of course, there's
What do you mean
cursing.
there wasn't?
We just watched a grown-ass man slap his calf.
No, it
and
wasn't. It wasn't
Talk
that
sexy
bad.
to it.
It was looking right.
He's like my old PE coach.
Go ahead, girl. Do your thing.
I was like my old PE coach, Coach Selwyn.
All muscle though.
He'd be
jiggling.
like,
You called
hey,
it Michelle for a second? What's going on?
you got to work on those calves, Tobin. You look at these. And he'd show me his calves. He goes, those are bulls.
Yeah. What was his name?
Coach Selwyn.
Gotta look
Rest in peace. I don't believe he's longer with us.
Selwyn.
Oh man.
Selwyn.
Selwyn.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry about the casting. Tomlin though. Tom tough.
He is
Dude,
tough.
I'm telling you, Like his delivery of information is so much different than Mike McDaniel, right?
So much like to the point. If I am going to give an explanation, it's concise. I love it. Man, this guy is.
Because Mike McDaniel would give you the ingredients to a hot dog.
Oh, he would. Yeah. And I don't even know if I like it anymore. I just want him to stop talking at that point.
Oh, man. We'll close things out. Little damage is done, my friend. That's next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
I like what you guys are trying to do, but it's not going to work. Menu. He says, "I'll trade you a tomahawk steak for
that Panthers buck."
Yeah.
Where you want to meet, Menu?
No, I don't.
That's good puck. It's good puck.
I'm not a tomahawk guy.
What?
I like standalone meat. I don't like everybody says is the best is near the bone.
Wow.
I don't like fighting the bone.
Oof.
So I'll get a little tenderloin. I'll get a little strip steak, something like that. And I don't like ribeye, too much fat. People that eat fat, disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so nasty watching people eat prime rib.
Oh yeah, that is disgusting. Actually, they used to
Eating
have
the fat has the flavor. Yeah, not good. Bite yourself in the arm then.
All right, I don't understand how I walked into that.
All right, damage is done, my friend.
Yeah.
Normally do this in the 11 o'clock hour. We had the Panthers in studio, so we move it.
Whoop, whoop.
Morgan Wallen. Normally, when the famous get in trouble,
it goes away.
Usually goes away. A little probation. Wink. Apparently, Nashville ain't playing with Morgan Wallen.
So what are they doing to him?
Nashville?
They have he got arrested for throwing a chair off a rooftop bar, which landed 3 feet from the cops.
But after all of that, he ended up opening a bar on Broadway.
Yeah, I thought it was his bar. Wasn't it his bar that he threw it from?
No.
Maybe it was Luke. Maybe it was Luke
that opened
Bryan's.
afterwards.
But
Nashvillers.
This is from Lifestyle Mag. Morgan's lawyers have tried to strike a deal where he'd receive probation, but it's looking bleak at this point, and he's likely going to spend some time behind bars.
For throwing a chair?
For throwing a chair off a roof. Nearly hitting some cops.
Nearly is not hitting.
Yeah, but also it's also a stupid thing to do.
No, it's stupid. That's what they're putting people in jail for? You understand?
He almost assaulted an officer. Leroy.
He didn't assault. He didn't hit him.
I know, but his $80 pants could have been ripped.
Yeah,
remember that? They care about
But
that.
he did throw a chair.
If he didn't have that,
no, I know he should have some kind of penalty, but that's not who we put in jail.
That's
right. That's not who you put in jail.
Huh.
Like to sit here and even threaten that sounds stupid.
Says,
it diminishes your criminal system if you're throwing people in jail for throwing chairs.
Being told this is going to be a 30 to 60 day sentence.
So he's gonna be in like the Barney jail, right?
The Satch jail.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah,
He's
he was
be in that
the
Kentucky
jail I was
Scheffler
in.
jail.
Is he still on tour? Is this gonna
Like
ruin
because
the
listen,
tour?
think about this. They had to let you out of jail when the little jail I was in for 2 nights, 3 days, right? And they do 72 hours to the minute. That's when I got out of jail. So you had to like push a button to go to the bathroom. They didn't have the bathroom in the jail. You have to go down the hall to the bathroom.
Schmieden does kind of box you in, though. He says attempted murder isn't murder, Leroy.
Oh, so that's what they're calling that?
No, I mean,
it's an attempted stupidness. Okay, it's different when you shoot a gun, right?
3 counts of felony reckless endangerment is what he's being charged with.
3 counts. Why? Because 3 cops.
3 cops were there. 3 cops were almost there. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Okay, yeah.
Reckless.
So 3 counts. See how you think it's a bit much?
I don't know.
They charged 3 counts of because 3 cops were standing there.
If he didn't have that Bryce Young aim, who knows?
That's true.
You won him. So like, yeah. I'm like, so you don't think that's like? I get it. He should be punished. It's stupid, but jail time. Nobody got hit. Nobody got hurt.
Send him a guitar.
Huh?
We can play for the prisoners.
No, yeah, make them do like they do in Dukes of Hazzard.
Last night.
Hey, play that song again, Morgan.
Okay.
Didn't he have a song with Post Malone? Yeah. I had some help.
Yeah. Could use some help. Anyway, Morgan Wallen, damage is done, my friend.
Right.
Oof, get better lawyers.
Damage is done.
Leroy, what's yours?
I was going to give a damages done, but I don't know who to give it to. Because I watched the replay of the game, right? And the guy who caught the touchdown almost had a damages done by doing machine gun finger pointing.
That's incredible.
Right? And ended up having to kick a 50-yard extra point.
Imagine if the kicker doesn't
Right.
make that.
And he
How-
just stares at him, right? Or do we give it to Saquon?
For dropping.
Or do we give it to the coach who probably shouldn't have been throwing it in the first place?
Yeah.
Say like
Or Fangs.
or
Fangs,
you know
don't
what?
forget-
Fangs.
Fangs.
Fangs, you've been in the league too long to be watching teams drive all the way down the field in your last moments of the game. We watched it last year here. Listen, the damage is done. You got to get back. You change it up.
Change it up.
Change it up, dude.
You know,
Change it up,
here,
dude.
I'm not the smartest defender in the world, right? But I am smarter than defenders. And if I was, running a defense, you know what I would do? I would blitz while still protecting the deep end of the field so you don't give up a touchdown. How's that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
JFig?
Remember last week?
Oh, when somebody else came in and
You're ruining my reputation here.
I'm not.
You're ruining my image, okay?
Oh,
I
She's
don't
got a
that.
brand.
All
She's got a
right.
brand to upkeep.
Yeah.
My client won't stand for this.
Bet he makes the newsletter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
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 Look at him. Look at him.
You made the newsletter this past time, okay?
Did I?
Yes, you did. You were on it.
I couldn't
twice.
download it.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's rough.
Thanks for letting me know.
That's because she did it with her Android.
My
Wow.
Android. What are you talking about?
You green bubble loser. Man, that feels good.
All right, go ahead, JP. We're sorry. We're sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
You guys are lashing out on me. -1.
Sorry. That's fair. We'll take that.
Well, remember
-1.
There you go. Last week, Monday Night Football, when Jason Kelsey went on air and he said that his TED Talks were struggling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a picture.
Whoa,
Overtime.
my gosh.
Very much so.
That was struggle.
That was struggle.
Relatable.
Well, his wife took it upon herself to go on Instagram and she said, training camp looked a little different this year. Watching you on Monday is going to be a little different too. Just know that the girls and I are loving cheering you on this new chapter. Maybe try not to say tits this week. But I'm going to go ahead and say, the damage is done already.
Already did.
It's
Too
all over
late.
the place.
Too late.
That is
He's
tough.
just he is a man of the people, right?
Oh, yeah.
He
Just
has
a
been
big-
living
like,
his
he just-
best
Right.
life.
I know a lot
He
of
just
people-
seems like he's having a blast with it. He ain't trying to be somebody he's not.
I
People
think
were
that's how you retire.
some people were annoyed. They thought it was too Eagles centric. The broadcasters today. I thought it was delightful. I enjoyed it. They were
Well,
talking.
what is he supposed to do?
they
He
were
played
talking-
with him less than 6 months ago.
They were talking tush push. I thought it was very very enjoyable.
But I'm just saying, he was on the team less than 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
with you.
what are you supposed to think?
Frogboiii.
My nominee for damage is done. Talks about the real physical damage that was indeed done at UFC 306 to this UFC fighter we did not mention. It was a female fighter. I'm sure you saw this, Tobin. It's a women's bantamweight match in which Irene Aldana.
Arena, yeah.
That's it. What is it? Irina?
Irina.
Okay,
Irina.
you know what? I'm done with her. This was
Oh!
and unfortunately, this is what she looks like now.
Oof.
Did she win at least?
She did not.
Okay.
I don't know.
It looks
That
like
second picture, she's trying to cover it up.
So wait,
with some
go like
concealer.
what
She
is
lost in decision.
What is she doing with the brush?
Not
I
much.
think she's trying to put a little makeup on
That's
it. Leroy.
concealer. So she's
Put
trying
some
to cut
glasses on.
conceal there.
Yeah.
And you don't need like
Not good.
holy smokes.
Not good. But look how tough she is with that.
She is
that
tough.
knife. Look at that.
Seen
That's
some
tough.
bloody faces before.
That is as
Holy
bloody as it gets.
smokes.
That's
Not as bad as Ioane and Jacek
oh,
though,
no one
with the hematoma.
That was
Oh, with the
That was crazy.
that was rough.
cut me,
Rough,
Mick.
at least.
Oof.
But yeah, so damage is done to her face.
Damage is done, my friend.
That is our show, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed any of the action, you get the Tobin and Leroy podcast available for you on all podcast platforms. You go back and watch it on Miami 56 WQM on Twitch and YouTube. We got some clips up there as well if you want bite-size action. We will be at Panthers Media Day tomorrow, so who knows what shenanigans are in store for us over at the Iceplex.
We got our guys.
Thank you to
I'm
Doug Plagans for
excited.
stopping by and Stanley C. Panther. And we will talk to you rascals tomorrow. He'll tell you it was the pandemic.
It was the pandemic.
FTX Arena must be over 21. Because he goes on this whole thing. Marlins.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, excuse me.
Monterey.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hope you mother have a good day.